Yo, what's up everybody? Today, we are going to be playing Higurashi's Outbreak chapter. Now, I am really excited for this one. I think out of any Horror Plus chapter, it's easily this one that I'm most excited for. It's obviously because of the fact this is the only one that has an anime. I've watched it beforehand. I really enjoyed it, actually. I mean, it's one of those things where I really want to remember a lot about it, but I just don't. I remember more of the main story, and I just completely forget about Outbreak. But yeah, I know basically the core concepts, but I know the core concepts of the plot and like what happens, but I've completely forgot the events in it. So this is basically going to be like completely, I suppose, like a fresh experience. Really, I'm quite excited for this. Yeah, I hope that this is going to be really quite good. I mean, I think just from the anime alone, it has really good potential. Has potential to be a really high scoring plot in just terms of, I don't know how I rate it really. So yeah, let's hope it fulfills it. Right, yeah, let's get into this. Right guys, here we go. Yeah, let's go into the chapter page now. And let's just read, I don't know, I mean, I know we already read this yesterday, but yeah, let's read the sort of plot summary again. Why not? So, Higurashi when they cry outbreak. Katie and the others face a brand new tragedy. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. The one, I'm assuming this is going to happen after June 1983. I'm not entirely sure though. Oh my god, I wonder how Rika's going to react. And I'm assuming, you know, because of the fact it's after June 1983, potentially it's going to be very psychological. I'm prepared for this. I don't know. The mysterious virus and the panic it creates are such laughable. Oh yeah, I forgot the descriptions of these are just the most psychopathic and weird. Yeah, the difficulty is average. Is this the beginning of the end, or has it already reached its conclusion? Interesting that. Yeah, it is your job to bear witness to that. Right, here we are. Oh, this is going to be really quite something. I hope this is good, man. I really have high hopes for this. Right, let's get into this. Oh, I don't give a damn. June 27th. 27th? You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god. So, okay, I thought this was going to be maybe like a month or two at the very least after June 1983. But no, it's not even after June 1983. It's still in that same month. That is surprising. That really is. This is the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force. As of 4 o'clock today, 4 AM even, we have quarantined the Hinamizawa region and other surrounding regions as dedicated by the prefectural governor? What? Why? That is so weird. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. So it seems that, yeah, asking them to stay indoors definitely means they don't have really bad intentions like the mountain dogs would. We ask that all residents of this area please remain indoors and await further instructions. Please use your televisions, radios, and disaster management radio system to stay informed. God, what has happened? God, Jesus Christ. You will not be permitted to leave this district until we can confirm it is medically safe to do it. So you basically can't even leave your village or, you know, the district. They don't even know if leaving it is safe medically. That's ridiculous. I mean, my God, could you imagine, like, having to stay in your house? I mean, it kind of sounds like COVID, but the only thing is this is fully deadly. I mean, COVID is very rarely going to kill somebody. This is probably 100% going to kill somebody. We repeat, you will not be permitted to leave this district. Anybody who does not comply with, will be dealt with according to national law. So everyone, we must ask you, please return to your homes and stay calm. Yeah, that is actually really quite interesting. God damn, that is so brutal. It was really hard to hear that rough voice over the roar of their camouflaged helicopter. Wait, so there's a helicopter right there. What? I feel like this could potentially be a H17302. I don't know though. We have discovered the outbreak of a previously unknown virus. Yeah, interesting that. Maybe it's not that then, I don't know. This virus has been classified as one of the most hazardous viruses by the World Health Organization. Jesus Christ. That's insane. So whatever this is could potentially have the ability to spread, and it could become worldwide very quickly because of how many people have it, I'm assuming. Several government sources have already confirmed an offer from the American government to provide emergency assistance in developing a vaccine. We believe our government has already begun preparations to accept their aid. God damn.
このウイルスは潜伏期間が30日から50日ほどで、隔離された住民2000人分のワクチン確保が急務となっています。
This virus has an incubation period stretching 30 to 50 days. Oh, it's good that they know that. I suppose that is progress. They are scrambling to secure enough vaccine for the 2,000 quarantined residents. Jesus. Odd. God, I wonder how this really deadly disease has actually began happening. At the present time, all the phone lines to the Hinamizawa district are flooded, and reaching anyone within is nearly impossible. The current congestion is making it difficult for the prefecture's disaster prevention centre to ascertain the exact situation. Oh, yeah, fair enough, actually. Oh, that's a nightmare. God. That's insane, though. The American government literally forcing them to, well, the Japanese people being the Japanese researchers, I suppose, being so scared by this disease that they actually have to get American governments to help them. I mean, my God. It really just shows that it's so much of an emergency that so many people need to be there, really. What? What? Oh my God. So whatever this is, it's in the water. Furthermore, a ban on tap water and well water has been put in place. Please do not consume any water except that provided by the SDF's water trucks. In addition, illegally parking on any roads will hinder the disaster relief efforts. Oh yeah, fair. Please relocate your vehicles at once. God, yeah. Representative Unabara of the Democratic Socialist Party has criticised the avoidance of proper procedures in ordering the dispatch of the SDF disaster relief. Interesting. Strongly voicing his opinion that this is a step backwards towards militarism, which could lead to further isolation of our nation within the Asian political community. Oh God.
本日12時より以下に定める場所にて一斉診察が行われます。町会、自治会の指示に従って参集してください。特別な事情がない限り必ず受診してください。体調に異常が認められる方は必ずその旨。
God, I just hear the sounds of the helicopters. This is the XX Prefecture Disaster Prevention Centre. At 12 o'clock today, we shall conduct simultaneous medical examinations in the following locations. Oh, please follow the instructions of your town or neighbourhood council as you assemble there. Oh, right. Please make certain you get examined unless you have extenuating circumstances. Oh, yeah. If you notice any symptoms of illness, you must... God. Fucking hell. This is the JG SDF. By order of your prefectural governor, this region has been quarantined to prevent the further spread of disease. Prefectural governor, that really shows how big this is. God. Oh yeah, that's really good. Yeah, it's nice that they're going to look after them in times of disaster. God damn, I really wonder what's actually happened. How has this disease actually formed? You are not permitted to leave the quarantine zone. We promise to secure food, water, other daily necessities, electricity, and communication systems for everyone. Please continue to remain calm. Yeah. All of a sudden, one day, the peaceful boredom of everyday life was shattered. Yeah, how? I doubt anybody woke up today expecting it to be any different from... Oh my God, I know. Could you imagine just waking up and then, hearing these people that are literally nationally, politically involved, just barking orders down to you? I mean, my God, it must be so weird. It really must be. And, oh my god, I would feel so stressed in this situation. I would just think everything's over. No, I would not be able to think rationally. No way. God. The sky was just as blue as ever, and the sun rose just as it always did. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's true, but at the same time, yeah, it's just a little bit oddly different, and that is a big disadvantage. Yeah, the helicopter's flying at low altitudes with their speakers blaring, and the sight of traffic backed up at a blockade on the main road in the city. Oh god. Were enough to let everybody know that this morning was anything but... Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. By the time it was broadcast on the morning news, the confusion had already settled down to a degree. Alright, the residents of Hinamizawa couldn't act like this was all happening in some distant city. Oh no, I know! As they listened to the emergency broadcast. It's so awful. It's actually happening in their place. All of this is applying to them. Because there was no doubt that this emergency was happening in the very town we live... Exactly, yeah. I mean, my god. Yeah, I stirred restlessly in my bed like I usually did before eventually crawling out. And when I came down to our dining room... Oh no. I found my parents glued to the... Oh god, yeah, they must be so shocked, yeah. And which is where I learned the news, peeking over their shoulder. Ooh, I wonder just how many villagers muttered the same thing I did at first. What's going on? God, I know. Yeah. God. I mean, to be fair, just because they've quarantined the village doesn't entirely mean that, you know, everything is in disaster. Maybe they can actually mitigate the spread of this disease. Who knows? Oh, Katie, it's awful. Listen, they've discovered a horrible disease here in Hinamizawa, and they've quarantined the whole village. Oh god, that's a nightmare. Well, your meeting is definitely postponed. My god. This is terrible. When do you think they're going to let us go? I need to head out for a meeting tomorrow for the event in Osaka. Fair, yeah. Quarantine, then we can't go into town either. Oh god, that's a nightmare. Oh, they really... I mean, obviously they couldn't have picked when this would have actually happened, but totally the worst time possible. Oh my god. Fuck, that really is bad. Oh my god, I tell you what's also annoying. I really need to get new glasses, I swear to god. Right. Yeah, it should be fine. You know, I know. Right, I'm actually gonna fix this because it's just pissing me off. It's really weird, like no matter how much I clean these fucking lenses, it's still there. It just makes no sense. I really don't want to. Yep, I'm gonna have to. Oh, this is annoying. More importantly, what is this virus anyway? It has to be pretty dangerous that they're quarantining the whole region, right? What's going on here? Are we... Oh no, that's the scary thing. No, because like not only are you going to have like, you know, not only do you just realise that your entire village is an infected and viral village now. Well, not viral in terms of gaining lots of popularity. I mean, well, I suppose it will be gaining lots of popularity because of the reason it is viral. In other words, consisting of a really, really bad virus. God. Still there. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. Oh god, so they've got a week, basically. Well, basically under a week. Once the initial signs appear, the following symptoms develop over the following week. What's happened? Oh shit. God, that is a nightmare though. So they're going to be really, really hungry. And let's be honest, if the symptoms spread within the following week, they're going to have to go a long time without food. Oh god. Well, they're going to get food from the SDF, but still. Yeah, that's the ideal plan. Whether it's actually going to happen or not is another guess. our entire family. No, I'm sure everyone in the village went speechless as that footage played. A small African village was completely annihilated, and the terrible spectacle was almost too... God, it was almost too gory to look at. Given the unrecognisable state of the resulting corpse, Jesus. The people out of this dangerous reach were being irresponsible. Yeah, in satisfying their urge to spectate, which, watching this footage of the harm dealt by this mysterious, heretofore unknown yeah, no, I know. God, that is actually really quite surprising. So this virus is actually potentially spreading worldwide. I mean, if it's, got its way to Africa, then, yeah, that really is quite scary. Jesus. God. But for those of us directly faced with the... Oh, I know. Yeah, it was far too real and far too... Yeah, because that could be them. That really could be them. Yeah, it must be awful, that. I suddenly glanced up at the clock and saw that it was long past time for me to meet up with Renna. I was already late. Well, God, they're not going to meet up. Normally, then I would have come to pick me up directly if it was over 5 minutes past our meeting time. Yeah, but that didn't happen this morning. Yeah, it wouldn't have. No way. Of course not. I'm sure Rena's also glued to the TV along with her family right about now. Yes, definitely. Me too. Either that or maybe... No! Oh God, that's the worst thing. He can't possibly know. Right, he needs to give all of his friends a call as soon as possible. Either that or maybe she's currently infested with this mysterious virus and is suffering under its symptoms. Could well be possible, to be honest. Yeah, the moment that thought reached my mind, I started worrying about not just her, but Mion, Satoko, and Nika-chan. I know, it's awful. I ran for our telephone in the hallway on impulse and tried dialing a number. I didn't even hear the usual dial tone. Oh yeah, I heard that the phone lines are flooded or something like that. I just heard that, the phone lines are down. Yeah, I ran for our telephone. Yeah, God, that really is bad. God. It made sense. Yeah, the whole village and the population of those outside with relatives in the area probably went for their receivers all at once, just as I... Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it must be really, really crammed. But I also heard that phone lines were flooded. I don't know, though. It was reasonable to assure the phone lines... Assume that the phone lines couldn't keep up. Yeah, that's even worse. That left me wanting to visit them to make sure of their safety in person. But the whole village could be full of pocket... I know, you never know what's safe. Now, you really don't. I mean, no drinking water within the village can actually be drunk. Everything's contaminated. But the whole village could be full of pockets of that dangerous virus. Wouldn't it be suicide to barge outdoors in that? I know. Oh shit, what's this? Katie, come here quickly. My dad was just coming out of his atelier. His arms were full of cardboard boxes. From what I could see, they were packed full of duct tape wrapped in unopened vinyl bag. Oh. Interesting. Apparently my dad had them in stock to use with his paintings or something. Oh, I didn't even question... I know, yeah. I didn't even question why he had grabbed duct tape in this emergency. Yeah, that is actually really quite odd. I understood immediately why my dad was calling for me to help. Oh, that's actually really quite interesting. So he's thinking this could potentially be the work of humans, not the work of a disease. So he's just going to make it look like nobody's home. Interesting. Katie, you cover the second floor. Shut the windows tight and seal them up with duct tape. Oh, yeah. So he's trying to get as little air outside in as possible. Fair. Nice one. Our air conditioner might be connected to the air outside too. Cover the AC vents with newspaper. God, that really is quite smart. Yeah, then seal them up with duct tape. I'll cover the first floor. Your mum can cover the kitchen. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, maybe it will stop a few of them, but yeah, I think it's really unlikely for it to have a big effect. Maybe it will. I mean, I suppose at least it shows that, you know, they're really, really dedicated to, you know, protecting themselves. And it shows that they will go out of their way to do anything so that they can live. Hopefully that means they potentially increase their chances of being safe. I don't know. That's so irritating. Yeah, it'll still make a small difference. Just help already. My dad's tone made it clear. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that is fair enough. I mean, even though there isn't really much pointed to it, it's just totally gonna, I don't know, relieve his concerns, ease them up a bit. So, yeah, it's fair. There we are, finally. But my mum was right. She was being relatively calm given the situation. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, my God, you realise that your future could potentially entirely be dead. Not only just your future, but the entire village. Yeah, of course. They should be really, really stressed. It's good that they're cooperating and being a little bit calmer. Virus is a tiny organism smaller than even... Oh yeah, definitely. They're not going... Yeah, duct tape is actually probably going to be quite ridiculous, but at least it will stop some of the air getting in, I suppose. So it was pretty delusional to think that sealing up openings with store-bought duct tape could keep them out. Yeah, fair. At the same time, I understood how my dad was feeling too. Oh yeah. It was just so sudden. Yes, I know. Even if there were no scientific backing to his beliefs, and even though it wouldn't make any difference, it would still make him feel a little bit better. So I think they should do it just so that he feels a little more relieved. He still had to try and do something to stop. Yeah, that will comfort his mind far more than just sitting in front of the television. Yes, I agree. Yeah. What the fuck? Whenever my mum, oddly stubborn, and my father, wildly emotional. Oh God, yeah, start arguing like that. I go up to the second floor to avoid. Oh no, I know, but he probably can't at this point because, I don't know. Is the air going to be contaminated? Oh, never mind. Oh. My mum was right. I knew we couldn't really do anything to prevent infection. I know, that's the most brutal thing. I mean, they are going to have to relieve their house eventually, but I share my dad's desire to do something about it, even if it was just for my own peace of mind. Yeah, fair, yeah. I looked out of the window. The ground sight before me was a view I took pride in. One that moved me deeply when I first arrived here. Oh no, I know. It must just be so awful just, you know, hearing news like this and then just thinking, this could be gone. All of it could. The magnificent scenery itself was the same view as always of Hinamizawa's beautiful traditional buildings. Yeah, today there was no sight of any village. I know, it must be so weird. Everything is so empty. Nobody. Yeah. I couldn't spot a single villager out working the paddy fields. Well, paddy fields, water filled. Yeah, it's actually quite surprising, but they would. If it's for death, then if it's for life or death situations, they probably, I hope they would. I was certain that the stubborn old farmers wouldn't ditch their work even today, but that silly hope of mine was shattered. What? To be honest, that made me realise I was hoping to find solace in the sight of them carrying on like, oh yeah, definitely, yeah, just to see that, you know, not everything is totally screwed and there are things that can still happen despite this. Yeah, it is surprising. Even the most stubborn of the village elders weren't out working their... Yeah, it's actually really quite surprising. I've seen lots of old people that they would never stop their work, no matter what they do. Maybe they were afraid of getting infected with the virus. Yeah, or maybe they were afraid of another villager thinking they were infected instead. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, because... Yeah, there's not only being infected, but there's also others thinking you're infected, so as a result, maybe... I suppose just lots of social challenges from that, really. In that sense, my dad's amateur idea of trying to keep the virus out with duct tape might be the more normal response, instead of questioning its effectiveness like my mum was doing. Yeah, no, I get what he means, yeah. Yeah, fair. The village was shrouded in a silent fear. Oh god, that's horrible. Yeah, the only sounds to be heard were the voices over the disaster management radios and the roar of the SDF solar helicopters. That must be so weird. I mean, I can't imagine just waking up to this. I can't imagine just waking up and then seeing, like, your village is going to be totally screwed. It's so weird. Those sounds only serve to make the silence much... Oh, yeah, fair enough, actually. Yeah. Yeah, normally the chorus of the cicadas would be starting around this time. But their chorus didn't reach the villagers' ears. Yeah, I hear it so much quieter. Oh, right. Yeah, that is a very interesting opening. I feel that this really does have potential, this story. I just really wonder what's actually going to happen with Katie and what he's going to do with his friends. I mean, I really wonder if they're going to visit or maybe... Oh, God, so we've already passed a day. Oh, God. Oh, that's awful. With the water supply shut off, we couldn't use our flush toilet. The SDF relief squad had set up portable bathroom. But at the same time, though, infection? Water? Stuff like that? I'm actually really quite surprised that they've done so. The SDF relief squad had set up portable bathrooms. But since my dad was strongly opposed to using them, the Mayabada family continued to use our flush toilets without any running... Oh, God. Oh, that sounds so disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, his dad's got the same worries as I have. We had kept our bathwater to use for laundry. Oh, yeah, nice. So we were managing by scooping that into the basin and flushing it away. Oh, right. So, I mean, even though they're not going to have laundry, is that really the most important thing here? According to my dad, Yeah, definitely, yeah, fair. Yeah, according to my dad, the extra, oh god, of disease carriers would just be full of viruses. Yeah, so we refused to let our family go out and use the public bathrooms, saying that was the same as going out to get ourselves infected. Yeah, interesting that. We didn't have that much water left in our bathtub, though. Oh, maybe they're actually going to have to. No, but the only thing is, the more time progresses, the more people are actually going to get infected. So I really wonder if maybe using the public bathrooms in the earlier times of the virus could potentially be the best idea. But we don't know how long this virus is going to go on for. Maybe it will be gone by the time they've recognised how to kill it. No, I think that's really unlikely. This is a completely unknown virus. So we couldn't keep using a flush toilet without water forever. Yeah, definitely, yeah. To make matters worse, since the virus involved here was a 1 month incubation period, it wasn't hard to imagine the quarantine around Hinamizawa would last even longer than... Oh, that's a nightmare. Yeah. By my mum's quick estimate, God, the quarantine was likely to last... How are they going to survive? Seriously? 3 whole months. It was the end of June, so the quarantine wouldn't be lifted until the end of September or maybe even October. That's unbelievable. Oh. That meant that the whole summer of 1983... Yeah, it was going to be cut away from Hinamizawa. Even though they are in Hinamizawa itself, it's unbelievable. Yeah, it was very tragic for us. I know. It's horrible. On the first day, we were caught up in the fear that the virus was everywhere outside of our house. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really good. But then the water trucks and the relief supplies arrived thanks to the SDF. And once their doctors started their group examinations, we couldn't afford to stay completely shut inside any longer. Oh, yeah, because they're actually forced to go outside. It's actually really quite nice. These group examinations, they could potentially infect people. God, some people like my dad still refuse to go outside, even then. But they steadily started coming outside over time, both as secure necessities and assuaged their fear of infection by having the doctors examine them. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I mean, obviously, I suppose their family, they have actually taken the biggest measures to prevent this infection from actually spreading to them, but at the same time there is still that worry that they may be infected and they need to know. It's risky though, it really is. Hmm. Yeah. The same went for me. I couldn't stand staying cooped up in our creepy house with its duct tape stuck with us. I know. I mean, honestly, it probably wouldn't really do the most for, preventing microorganisms getting through. But at the same time, though, at least he can feel a little bit more peace of mind. But at the same time, it is going to make the house a lot weirder. No sunlight as well. My God. Yeah, silently watching the television with nobody but my family around. Yeah, it's awful. Yes, I know. I was much more anxious. Oh my God, he doesn't even know if his friends are alive. I was much more anxious to go outside and check on my friend's well-being. My dad continued to be stubborn about holding in the house. Yeah, so my exasperated mum and I went to the group examinations together. Oh, right, yeah, fair enough. I mean, at this point, it's just to get away from him. But yeah, it is really quite good that, at least he's a little bit more peaceful. But I feel like he's just going to be so emotional. Yeah, whereas mum's a little more stubborn. So, yeah, they're probably going to... God, it must be so weird walking around Hinamizawa just totally empty. Oh, yeah, look at that. An SDF tent. God, the town council of our family fell under... Wait. The town council our family fell under had decided to conduct the examinations in the schoolyard. Yeah. Interesting. Lots of the villagers are gathered there. Yeah, that's really bad for infection. And we're all lined up according to divisions used for the council's newsletters. Oh. The disparity between the villagers in their normal clothes and the doctors covered head to toe in a white raincoat-like suit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough, actually, because you're just having, the villagers in casual clothes, whereas you're having doctors in, really, really quite professional and just unsettlingly... Well, I suppose the situation is that the doctors are wearing full-on lab equipment. Yeah, and they have to do this, yeah. It was clear evidence that they suspected us all of being carriers, yeah, of the virus, yeah. It's really dangerous. Oh, Nena's there. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, nice one. Don't hug her. Don't hug her. Or like, go close to her. Oh, Nena, thank goodness you're safe. Oh, that's good. What about Rika and Satoko, though? Yeah, I just ran into into Mi-chan. She was looking healthy too. Good. Really, what about Satoko and Rika-chan? Oh, right. Oh, God. Yeah, God, you really hope they're okay. Yeah, they're in a different division, so I think they had to go somewhere else. I've tried calling them a few times, but I couldn't get through. Yeah, that really is. That's a nightmare. Yeah, I tried calling several times too, but I had no luck at all. I guess the phone lines are just too congested to handle it. Yeah, fair enough. Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah, so they are. Yeah, I suppose. God, that really is awful. I heard a rumour that there was somebody in a car who wouldn't listen to the SDF's directions. Oh, so they had an accident. Why would they not listen to it? Had an accident and crashed into a teleport. Like, what a fucking idiot. Like, I mean, I get that these SDF people, they are military men, and why military men, surrounding a village. Ironic because of the mountain dogs, but like, yeah, not the mountain dogs case here, the SDF's case. Yeah, so they had an accident and crashed into a telephone pole, cutting the lines out complete. I mean, my God, that is ridiculous. But another person said the government had switched them over to authorized use only, so the average citizen can't use them now, right now. Right, I think that secondary is more credible. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, it's really not somewhere we want to be, but yeah, this is what they have to endure now. Long story short, everyone's confused and the information's all mixed up, huh? I think I'm going to turn the music up, actually. It's really quite relaxing, this music. I like it. Yeah. It's interesting. Right after I said that. What? Somebody smacked me. Oh, that's Mion. Ah, yeah, I knew it. It was Mion. Brilliant. Oh, God, I know. That must be such a relief. God, it's so awful seeing, you know, these properly set up military tents and this, I don't know, looks like a gas canister the lorry's carrying. Guess I'm great to see you're safe. Oh, I know. That's my line. I'm glad to see you're safe too. I know. Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah. Mion made a big show of wiping her tears away. Oh, God, yeah. Enjoying our reunion after only a scant few days. Oh, I mean, they may only be a few days, but they're the most important days, really. They determine everything in the future, really. There's no need to explain it at this point, I think. Yeah, but the old customs here meant Hinamizawa was governed by the three ancient clans known as the Three Families. Right now, Mion's family, the Sonozaki family, was the head of that organisation. Yeah, I really wonder what their role in this conflict is actually going to be. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, according to Mion, the Sonozaki family was already taking the initiative and leading the unified town council to try and settle the whole situation. They were also working together with the government and the SDF, so they had information that the regular villagers didn't know. Oh, that's actually really going to be quite handy, having Mion there. You're not only going to have government information, but SDF, like, that is if she can leak it. She can probably only leak a set amount, but yeah, that is if anything's been leaked to her, by the way. Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting. So 30 to 50 days, the incubation period. I think I remember reading that. Yeah, so I'm assuming after that incubation period has happened, the virus is going to be as awful as possible, really, and I don't really know what the effects are, but I think it's deadly, just judging by how much of a precaution they're taking. Mion, be blunt with us. What's going on? Has this virus really infected all the villagers? Oh. Yeah, that is actually really quite surprising. According to this morning's explanation, the likelihood of that is pretty slim. From what they've said, the infected showed up over in Takatsudo, and hardly anyone lives over there. Since the quarantine was set up so quick, they're saying they don't think it's reached the Hinamizawa area yet. Good. So it's just spreading from Takatsudo to Hinamizawa itself. Right. Oh yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Once they can confirm everyone in Hinamizawa is clean, they're hopeful that they can start lifting the quarantine in stages. Oh my god. No, I know. Exactly, yeah. I hope that's true. I feel bad for those living in Takatsudo, but it would be nice if Hinamizawa's quarantine could be lifted. Oh, what's that? That was when Mion gave us a sharp look. Then she grabbed my head and then us, pulling us in close to her. Oh yeah, things are getting confidential. Then she whispered so quietly that only we could hear. Oh. Wow! I like this CG. But I don't think we can be that optimistic, actually. I'm able to use a radio myself, you know. Of course he is, yeah. I wonder if I mind to pick up transmissions from the police and the SDF. I'm very surprised that she can actually do that. I wonder how she did. But yeah, very clever. Very, very clever. From what I'm hearing there, this isn't that simple. Yeah. Oh yeah, yes, definitely, yeah. It's nuts. It really, really is nuts. I wonder if it could potentially be from water. After all, Hinamizawa is a pretty isolated village, all by itself here in a mountain range. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, they don't have a clue how this virus managed to transmit itself here from overseas. I swear I remember hearing it was in the drinking water. Yeah,
現在行政が把握している発症者
I
は
do remember hearing.
海外渡航歴がないらしくてね。他に潜在保菌者がいるんじゃないかって疑わ
That
れて
is
て、
weird.
村人全員の海外渡航
Yeah,
歴
fair
を
enough,
調査
actually,
中らしいよ。
So far, none of the infected people the government has discovered have any history of travelling out of the country. Yeah, that is odd. So now they're investigating the travel history of everybody in the village, wondering if there might be another carrier.
つまり
Yeah.
誰かが海外で感染して
Yeah, that's what I'm
この
thinking.
村へ持ち込んだ
That would make sense, but at the same time, this is Higurashi. We've got to, I suppose, welcome any scenario, really. So you're saying that somebody got infected while in a different country and brought this back to our village?
何しろ潜伏期間に幅があるらしいからね。
Oh,
持ち込んだ本
God.
人が未だ潜伏期の可能性が否定できないらしいんだよ。それに
Yeah, God, that's actually fair enough. It really is quite difficult to find out.
村の外で保菌者に接触して持ち込んだ可能性もあるからね。
Well, I suppose they can probably get started on trying to find people that may have potentially travelled out here. But at the same time, if nobody's travelled out, then it's definitely going to be the other theory that Mion suggested in this, passage here. So yeah, they're probably going to have to check loads of people who have actually came to Hinamizawa, or maybe, I don't know, just from Africa, really. Yeah, apparently there's some leeway in its incubation period. They can't rule out the chance that whoever brought it here is still incubating the disease. Yeah, no, I know, it's really bad. Like, how do they know? Also, there's no guarantee that the person ever travelled abroad as well. Yeah, fair. There's still a chance they got infected when they came into contact with a carrier from
お
outside
じ
the
さん
village.
の睨んだところじゃ、隔離地区はひなみ沢だけに収まらない。
Jesus
下手をす
fucking
れば
Christ.
県内、あるいは地方レベルにまでも及びかねないね。
To be fair, I mean, it kind of depends on the severity of this disease. If people do actually follow quarantine rules, and to be honest, I think they really, really should be more careful when, for example, acts like they're doing now, the SDF. I can't believe they're getting all of the villagers and then they're making them, line up in groups of in town council groups. It's just really quite surprising, because what if they are infected? Like, I think they are just going to get infected, and, using bathrooms as well, that's total possibility for infection. Yeah, it is bad. God, that is so brutal.
なんてこった
Yeah, how can this be? Oh, I know. It's so awful.
あとは
Also, this is between us,
こ
but
こだけの話なんだけど、このウイルス、
really?
テレビで言ってる外国の殺人ウイルスってのとは別物らしいって噂もあるんだよ。
Also, this is just between us, but there's talk that this one might be different from the African killer virus they mentioned on TV. How?
どういうことだよ
What do you mean?
私もよくはわからないんだけど、傍受できた無線の一部から今回のウイルス騒ぎで
What?
ひなみ沢土着の風土病を疑うような
What
内容
the
が聞けたんだよ。
fuck? What? Okay, this has just got so much more interesting. What? I'm not sure either, but some of the chatter I'm picking up on the radio suggests that they suspect this whole virus crisis might have been caused by an endemic disease native to Hinamizawa. God damn.
この殺人ウイルスが昔からひなみ沢に
Yeah,
眠って
yeah,
たっての
definitely,
か
exactly. I mean, the irony is insane. You mean some killer virus has been hiding in Hinamizawa for years?
私もよくはわかんないけど、ただひなみ沢の古い伝承には沼から
Yeah,
不
it's
浄
actually
な
really
涙
quite
が湧き出
interesting.
して村を襲ったと
Yes,
いう
yes,
話
it is
が残って、
interesting, that.
それが再び湧き出したのではないかって疑えないこともないね。
I'm not sure either. The only thing I do know is that there's an old legend still passed on around here that talks about something impure rising from the swamp and attacking the village. Makes you wonder whether something's risen up out of there again. Oh, I
でもみーちゃ
know.
ん、だとしたらまだ安心できるね。だってその大昔の
Oh, she
村
really,
が
really
滅んだわ
doesn't know what
け
she's
じゃないんでし
talking
ょ
about. Oh
という
my
ことは
god.
テレビで言ってる村を全滅させるようなウイルスよりはずっと毒性が弱いってことだよ。
But Mitan, if that's true, then we can rest easy. I mean, the village wasn't wiped out all of those years ago, right? Which means it's far less lethal than the virus they're talking about. The TV that wipes out whole villages. Jesus Christ, I didn't actually realise that detail. I mean, I knew that there were, like, mountains of corpses, but I didn't realise it was that bad. God damn.
鬼が淵村の伝承では、沼より湧き出した浮上に取りつかれると鬼と化したらしい。結局人の手では何もできず、お社様の降臨まで
Oh yeah, definitely.
人
Yeah,
々
yeah.
に打つ手はなかった。
Maybe history's going to repeat itself, or maybe, more rational explanation, everybody's going to die. Yeah, according to the myths of old Onigafchi, anybody possessed by the impurity from the swamp became a demon. Yeah. In the end, the villagers couldn't do anything and they were at their wits' end until Oyasuro-sama descended before them. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah. How bloody rare is it for a miracle to occur? Like, why would that happen? Which means the village can't escape the disaster until a miracle happens. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. If not for that miracle, the village would have been wiped out. It seems there are a lot of older villagers who believe this whole virus commotion was Oyasuro-sama's curse. Oh, yeah, fair. I can see them here and there going through rosaries and offering prayers up as they begged for forgiveness. Oh, yeah, definitely. But can she really? The commotion would settle down if Rika-chan, the reincarnation of Oyasuro-sama, would just deny that it's the curse. My granny's trying to explain that to the people from the SDF runner. Oh, that's good. That is good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I mean, she's just a little kid after all. Well, I doubt outsiders can understand what Rika-chan means to this village. Oh, no, I know! Yeah, the superstitions aside, it would be a relief to see Rika and Satoko-chan myself. That's right. Hinamizawa has a unique religion that worships a guardian deity known as Oyasuro-sama. Nah, really? Central to that faith was the legend of Oyasuro-sama's curse, so there were a lot of villagers conflating that curse with the current commotion. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. I mean, why would firstly legends happen? I mean, in these people's heads, they think that all of the religious stories are true, and obviously all of the legends are objective facts, so yeah, as a result of that, they're just going to base their entire perception of the modern world on it, and yeah, they're going to think that they are being cursed by Oyasuro-sama, and Oyasuro-sama may or may not come out of the swamp. Who knows? That was why everyone wanted to see Furude Rika, who was considered to be Oyasuro-sama's reincarnation, alive now. Oh yeah, fair enough. I really wonder what will happen if she's not. And hear her proclaim that this commotion had nothing to do with Oyasuro-sama. Yeah. That's what you would want. But will it happen? It was the first emergency situation of this manner that the village had faced. I really wonder what Rika's actually thinking, by the way. But yeah. Yeah. No one had yet to recover from the shock to their heart, and they wanted something to click to. Yeah. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, having Rika to cling on to and, having that constant sense of relief that she's alive, I could see how that would be beneficial. But even if the village was ruled by superstition, it was still a part of modern 20th century Japan. Yes, definitely, yeah. So of course they wanted to respond calmly without mulling about in confusion. Yeah, definitely, yeah. So many had decided for themselves that as long as they saw Furude Rika safe and sound, then they would regain their composure. Interesting. God, I hope she's actually alive. Why is she disappearing? Yeah. That also meant that if they couldn't see Furude Rika, they may potentially be infected by Hinamizawa syndrome. And I mean, my god, look at, Kageboshi Same Utsushi. Look at those stories, and then, yeah, I really wonder if this could actually be the trigger for Kageboshi and Somanoshi's events to happen. I wonder. Then they were lost in their superstition. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And we know how that is. Oh, that's the end. Right, yeah. Oh my god, man. This is going to be properly cool. Right, I wonder what's going to be next. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. I like these stories. They give you consistent breaks. Oh, right. Wednesday, day 10. God damn. So we're really... Casey's just really living his life. Yeah, understandable. Yeah. I feel like that in the half terms. Oh my god, half term in 3 days. Let's fucking go. 3 school days until Easter holidays. And without school, I had completely lost my sense of what day it was. So the television programming was all that barely mentioned in... was all that barely maintained my sense of daily life. Oh god, that is miserable, yeah. For the first few days, the television only covered what they dubbed the Hinamizawa virus outbreak and the resulting quarantine. Yeah, what are they covering now? Once the 10th day had passed, the news only mentioned it was something special. Only mentioned it when something special was happening. Oh. God, so... It is actually really quite interesting, that. I mean... As far as the public was concerned, some minister or another hadn't cut his golf game short, but the Hinamizawa crisis happened or something. What? So they quibbled over that, which led to queries in his secretary's salary or something. Oh my god! I mean, I will agree. That's actually really quite funny though. So because of some minister or another, it's not really. I wish there was more on this. I wish Katie had actually paid attention more. Oh, I would have I want something to laugh at, but I can't fully laugh at it when I don't know the context. It's actually really quite funny. So, Hinamizawa crisis happens. This guy can't be bothered to cut his golf game short. They argue it. They argue about it, and then the secretary somehow has less money, probably because of this person. I don't know, just getting paid less himself because of how much of a joke he probably is. So he literally does. So there's a national and really, really deadly scandal happening. And yet, outbreak. And yet he can't be bothered to finish this golf game. That is quite sad. Yes, definitely, yeah. And so long as it wasn't brought up in the news, society probably deluded themselves into believing the virus crisis was resolved. Yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. We're not hearing it in the news, guys. It's obviously happening. Sorry, it's obviously not happening. Look at all of the tragedies that are happening in the world right now. And then, yeah, the news just suddenly forgetting about them when people lose interest. So that they don't cover the same thing as many times as possible, really. I couldn't help but realise how coldly society gorged itself on the mystery. I could not agree more. Yes, I really, really couldn't. Yeah, I think that is so true, that. By this point, most villagers had gotten over their hesitation to go outside, at least to collect supplies and such. Oh, so interesting. No, that's actually really quite bad, though. So they are, they're just consistently going to get stuff, and they're going outside more and more, which is actually really quite bad. I mean, don't touch grass, guys. It could kill you. That's basically the story. Mion's in Okinomiya? Oh, lately Mion's been wondering if it's not just our village being quarantined, but Okinomiya as well. We didn't have to go into town to shop. And someone started joking that it was much easier with water and food all being delivered for free. Yeah. I'd forced a smile at that, but I couldn't shake the sense of entrapment brought on by the quarantine lasting 10 days. Oh, yeah, fair enough, actually. I mean, it's just really quite nice that, the place you're living in, you should be able to go outside, but no, you can't because of a disease. Yeah, fair enough, actually. Fair enough. Yeah, it really must be miserable. The same went for Mion. She sounded light-hearted and carefree on the surface, but Mion couldn't shake the anxiety from her expression either. Oh yeah, definitely. Who couldn't? I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm assuming... If I was in a situation like this, I would be living in constant fear for my death. Every time I went outside, I would be so paranoid. I mean, I would not be able to live with it. I don't know. They have to be so strong to be able to go through this, and I really respect them. And it's just horrible that, you know, this has so suddenly been forced on them, really. Wonder where we're going now. Well, the way things were, staying at home wasn't helping. If I was at least talking to somebody like, oh yeah, I know, because you're just constantly surrounded in your own thoughts. I even started volunteering to help carry the plastic tanks of drinking water. Yeah, excited at the least chance, at the chance to see my friends by the water supply. Yeah, fair enough, actually. God, I mean, yeah, of course, it wasn't like it was fun, though. When we saw each other, we only shared our, oh my God, I know. It is just so awful that, you know, these guys are such great friends, and yet they can only do that. Yeah, but even so, it was still far better than huddling under a blanket. Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Kei-chan! 具合は良さそうだね。変な反転とか出てない？
Get on, you look well. Got any strange spots?
みーちゃん、それ冗談になってない。
Oh, yes, it is. Come on, then. Stop being a killjoy. Mi-chan, that's not funny.
ミオ、レナもか。よかった。
Oh, my God, yeah. That's the worst thing, though. I mean, he is literally surrounded in his blanket, and, you know, he's just totally worried about his friends. He can't ever talk to them because of the phone line. If something happens to them, he won't be able to know. I really wonder if one day, maybe it's just going to be like, only Lena comes or something like that, and then they're going to go to Mion's house, and then they're going to regret it, and then they're going to be infected as well as Mion, or something ridiculous like that. I don't know. God, I mean, you really can tell that he is totally desperate to see his friends, and I mean, I don't blame him. I really, really don't.
だね。レナも最近は学校が
Oh
再開
God,
して
I
くれない
know.
と
They
なっちゃ
can't
う
though.
み
No
たい
way.
なの。
Lately, I've been wishing they'd reopen the school. Yeah, no online classes. If the school were to reopen. Oh no, I know. Then we could all think back on our peaceful everyday lives and do our best to pretend everything was fine. Yes, definitely, yeah. But I guess not. No, I know. Yeah, if I recall, Chie-sensei lives in Okinomiya. Oh, right. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. So they can't reopen the school if she can't get there because of the quarantine. To be fair, they don't have to have a teacher. They can actually do self-study, but still, it's way better if a teacher's there. They can't legally go in there without being supervised, so, yeah. Well, school can't operate if there's no supervisor. No way.
せっかく未曾有の大災害で休校なんだからさ。
Yeah,
こう
no.
いうライフを満喫するのも悪くないけどね。
Well, it's not so bad. Since school's closed over this unprecedented disaster, we should take the chance to enjoy living free like this. I mean, fair enough, no school, but at the same time, I agree, that must be so light-hearted. Mion's personality was truly valuable in times like these. She could get the conversation going easily. Oh yeah, that's good. And make it as light as our usual everyday chatter. Good. Yeah, that's really what they need, especially because of, you know, these situations being so anxiety-filled. But in the end, she brought the conversation back to the, yeah, our worries about our current situation.
そうだ。レナ、ケイちゃん、
Oh shit, what's
気
happening?
を悪くしないで聞いて。
Oh
ここだけ
no,
の
I mean,
話だから。
it's obviously something really quite bad if she's saying, don't get upset. Oh, Lena, get on, don't get upset, but just listen. This is between us, okay? Mion drew us both behind cover and lowered her voice to a whisper.
何？どうしたのみーちゃん。
What is it, Mitan?
また何か情報
Have you
で
learned
も
something
分
new?
かったのか。
Yes, I feel like she has, and I feel like at the same time it's going to be something bad. Oh, God. The SDF gave us a good enough explanation when the quarantine first started, but lately they haven't made any more announcements about the ongoing situation. Interesting, I really wonder why that is. Is it because it's not progressing? Who knows? Yeah, interesting that they're inactive. That meant that we were left with nothing but rumours and word of, yeah, that's really, really bad, especially because of the villagers being totally superstitious. Anything could come out. But since we were further isolated based on how we were divided under the council, the villagers had limited interaction with each other. Yeah. And even those rumours weren't able to get around. Good. Yeah, get around well enough. Fortunately enough, our village had a decent amount of amateur radio. Oh, yeah, so they were using their radios to contact each other. That's actually really quite cool. Mion was one of the people using her radio to check how the other quarantine areas were doing. Yeah, trying to get a That's good, yeah, trying to get a grasp of the full state of Hinamizawa. Yes. All agreed. Yeah. Well, our phone lines still haven't recovered, so the radios are really crucial in times like these. So, did you learn anything? Yes, well, it sounds like it's... What? Yes, well, it sounds like it's true. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Of course, she's been taken into custody because she's the Queen Carrier. But I wonder if they know that in this world. Yes, well, it sounds like it's true that Rika-san's been taken into custody, and nobody knows what's going on with her. She took a brief pause after that. The Sonozaki family had been strongly requesting that Furude Rika go around the village. Oh, yeah, so they could wipe away any physical Yasuda-sama. Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah, so everybody could be more in more of a rational state. Oh, but those demands kept on getting ignored. The SDF didn't want a carrier. Yes, a potential carrier, yeah. Didn't want a carrier traversing the village and spreading infections, so they kept each council area strictly isolated. God. So none of the villagers could find out how Furude Rika was doing, which only stirred their anxieties up even more. Yeah, that is really bad. God, it's the fragment picture. Oh, yeah, if anything were to happen, the reincarnation of Yasuda-sama, then that could only mean one thing. God, that's actually really quite interesting that legend predicts that. The end of the village is passed down in the legend. I mean, that's not true whatsoever, but at the same time, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to go totally mad and, you know, get level 5 Hinamizawa syndrome symptoms. Like, I don't know, I mean, I get that they're not in the village, like Hatakeyama, also Kimiyoshi Aki, good examples there. Yeah, that finally reached its logical conclusion. If they couldn't get information on Furude Rika, then something had happened to her. And the SDF was trying to cover it up. That fear had made its way into rumour. Yeah. Everybody denied those rumours, of course, but the only way to get rid of them was for the villagers to see Furude Rika safe and sound. Yes, definitely, yeah, that wasn't happening. That's brutal. Yeah, that is actually really quite interesting. The fact that, you know, the SDF aren't actually letting a potential carrier go around the village so that everyone can see her and then spread the word that she is alright. Yeah, but as a result of them, they may be hiding something bad. That's what everyone else is thinking. But apparently Rika's been taken into custody. That really quite surprises me. So the villagers' collective anxiety was only growing strong. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that is problematic. More anxiety. Shit. That could be the case. Oh my god, it is actually really quite odd that Rika hasn't been seen whatsoever. What do you mean nobody knows about how Rika-tan's doing? Are you saying Rika-tan got hit by the virus? Oh yeah, my god, yeah. Interesting. What? That is weird. Could you imagine if she's actually being used for research or experiments? I mean, why would they use Rika? Why would they do that? That makes no sense whatsoever. Shh, you're being too loud. I don't know if it was the virus, but either way, she was taken into custody by the disease control squad and she hasn't been seen since. Nobody knows if she's safe. Yeah, several different people witnessed her being taken away, so that's certain at least. Yeah. When did that happen? The day of the quarantine? Odd. Yeah, what's happened with her? That's Satoko-chan. She lives with... By the way, how the hell is Oh my god. Oh my god! Is Satoko going to be able to have her Hinamizawa syndrome medication? Oh no! Yes, if Rika-san fell victim to the virus, then as our housemate, Satoko would have...
そこまで詳しくは
Yeah, I am very worried about Satoko, especially because, you know, Hinamizawa syndrome. How is she actually going to have her medicine transported to her? Yeah, she could potentially be in a really, really bad place. Oh, God, I know. Figures. The elders of the village may care about Rika-san, but they've never wanted anything to do with Satoko. Yeah, it's horrible. Do you think Satoko-chan was taken into custody too?
サトコは収容されたわけじゃないみたい。感染者が出たら同居人だって疑うのが
right, yeah, fair enough actually. Yeah, so it could be explained by that, or maybe it could be something a little bit more sinister, I don't know. Doesn't sound like it, though I think it's just basic disease control to suspect infection in anyone living with an infected person. Yeah.
無線で聞く限りは収容されたのはリカちゃんだけで。
That is odd.
サトコはそういうわけじゃないみたい。それでね、なんだか妙な話になってるんだよ。
From what I'm hearing on the radio, only Rika-chan was taken in. Satoko wasn't apparently. Also, this part sounds kind of strange, but...
妙な話?
Strange?
うん。
Yeah.
ほら、サトコの両親がダムの誘致派だったのは知ってるでしょ。
So you know how Satoko's parents were in favor of the dam being built,
それ
right?
で、お社様の罰が当たって事故死しちゃって。
And how afterwards they died in an accident due to Oyashiro-sama's curse.
サトコちゃんの北条家がお社様にたたられている、
Yeah.
呪われているというような話。
You're talking about the rumor that Satoko-chan and the Hojo family are cursed and hated by Oyashiro-sama.
うん。罰当たり者のサトコがお社様の生まれ変わりである神聖なリカちゃまと同居すると汚れが移るかもしれない。
I think a horrible group of people is a really good way to describe them. There has always been a horrible group of people that said living with a cursed person, please. A cursed person like Satoko was cause her taint to pass on to the holy reincarnation, Rika-chan. Oh,
そういう連中が今回のお社様のたたりを
God, that's awful. And now those people were starting to say this is Oyashiro-sama's curse, that Satoko's to blame. Yeah, seriously, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Satoko, just because she's in the Hojo family, I don't know, she's somehow spreading her filth towards Rika, and then she's being cursed, and Oyashiro-sama's not liking it, so as a result, the village is getting completely fucked over. Yeah, such a credible theory, man. Really, really realistic. Well, that's stupid as hell. Those jerks should blame Satoko at the drop of a... Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. That's so true.
もちろん冗談だと信じたいけど、サトコをスマキにして鬼ヶ淵に沈めれば、お社様のお怒りが収まるんじゃないかって話が、向こうの町会でまことしやかに流れてるらしいよ。
Oh Jesus. Well, I mean that is actually fair enough, but I think this is never gonna actually happen because, like, why would they legally be allowed to form groups, and why would they want to as well? They're all gonna die if they do because, you know, they all have the possibility to die. They're too scared to. Of course, it's nonsense, but people in the other areas are starting to say they might be able to quell Oyashiro-sama's anger by binding up Satoko and sinking her into the swamp. Yeah, talking like, yeah, deflecting Oyashiro-sama's anger, but at the same time drowning an innocent girl that's a kid. I mean, how can you even say that without, you know, feeling sick? And then talking like they believe it too. Yeah. Oh my God, I know. I know.
私たちが日常を失ってからやっと1週間が経った程度なのに、もうそんな迷信がはびこってるの？
No, wait, are we savages now? I thought we were civilized. Yeah, seriously, yeah. It's only been a week since our daily routines were broken, and we're already talking about drowning people in swamps. Yeah. And then our indignation was justified. Yes, definitely, yeah. But thinking back on it, Hinamizawa was possessed by such strange beliefs long before this whole virus commission. Oh yeah, definitely. But I think, you know, the stress and the paranoia and the, you know, anxiety from this whole virus-related condition that they're having to live in, it's gonna really, really make it worse. Hinamizawa has never shown any proof it was a civilized land. Yes, definitely. Yeah, the people there simply acted that way. Yeah. But once you tore away the facade, they quickly revealed themselves as adherents to some truly bizarre... Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
ミオンの表情を見る限りどうも冗談で
No way, there's no reassurance, no. Judging from your expression, Mion, you're not going to tell us this was some joke all along, right? Yeah, it's tricky. Mion's silence and downcast. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I found it. That's true.
もちろん私も無線で冷静になるように言ってるよ。
Oh god, yeah, that's a shame. No, the only thing is, why would they? They're so caught up in their own delusions and beliefs that, yeah, what reason do they have to do so? Oh, of course I've told them that they need to calm down over the radio, but they're not listening to me at all. Oh god.
リカちゃんが収容されたということは
No, exactly. Yeah, definitely. To be honest, I think it's very likely that Satoko's gonna die. I think it is very likely because of Hinamizawa syndrome. Shit! If Rika-san's been taken into custody, that means Satoko is currently living in that storage hut all by herself. She's in danger if they try to pull anything, isn't she? Oh my god, I know. I know there's nobody to protect her.
さとこちゃん一人じゃできることに限界もあると思う。
I know.
私たちのところにかくまう方
No,
が
I
いいんじゃ
agree.
ないかな。
I agree. It probably would be better, but at the same time, I don't really understand how they're actually going to do that. How are they going to legally get Satoko from, you know, how are they going to go to her house and get her and then bring them back to their own? True, there's only so much Satoko-chan can do by herself. Wouldn't it be better to shelter her in our area, wouldn't it? Then our suggestion was a good one. No, I know. If we left Satoko alone like this, then those caught up in those wild fantasies might... Yes, might go after her, I agree, yeah. But whose home would we shelter her in? Exactly. Yeah, whose home is the safest? To be honest, I think Katie's, because the most parents. Maybe. I don't know, though. Katie or... I don't know, it's actually really quite hard to decide whether it should be Mion or Nena. Yeah, it's either that they really, really hate Satoko, or maybe it's just because of the fact that Rika's been taken in by the SDF, and as a result, Satoko's obviously infected, guys, and also the whole Oyasura-sama crap as well. There are a lot of things that could determine, you know, this rumour being invalid. According to Mion, the rumours that Satoko was already infected with the virus are being spread as though they're true. Word of mouth, that primitive means of communications. Yeah, it was all Hinamizawa had. Exactly. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, it was all easy for rumours to work their way into such communication. And because of mass psychology, people convince themselves those statements are true. Yes, definitely. And then more and more people do. It's just positive multiplier effect, I suppose. Embellishing them even farther until they become established fact. Yes, exactly. Yeah. At that point, the truth won't matter. Yeah, Satoko was effectively become one of the infected. Yeah. Fair. Oh my god, I know. Yeah. Yeah, once that happens, whichever home takes her in will face the same treatment. Now, that's actually really quite interesting because, you know, they're going to be ostracized totally, you know, rumours are going to totally spread, and yeah, they're just going to have a hellish time. It went without saying, but Mion's home, the Sonozaki family, were already on bad terms with Satoko and the Hojo family. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, Audio wouldn't do this to protect her reputation. Yeah, it would be extremely difficult for Mion's family to shelter Satoko. Yes, I agree. What about my family? Yeah. My mother will probably understand, but considering the fact my father is still obstinately refusing to expose himself to the outdoors. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, I couldn't imagine him taking Satoko in. No, I understand that, yeah.
みんなのうちじゃどうせ無理だろうってのは分かってるよ。
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's really, really good. Maybe Dena is the most ideal for this.
レナのうちでかくまうよ。
Yeah, I know it's impossible for your
お
families.
父さんには文句なんか言わせないから。
Yeah, I know it's impossible for your family, so if we do end up sheltering Satoko-chan, I'll shelter her in my home. Don't worry, I won't let my father voice any object. Oh, that's actually really quite funny. Even if he objects, you know, Dena's not going to let her. Sorry, him even. I had no idea why, but Dena held control of her family's finances. Yeah, well, that is very interesting. That definitely explains a lot. So if she got serious... Yeah, exactly, yes, she can make her father give in. Yeah, because the thing is, her father was so fucking bad at spending his money that, you know, she needs to do so. It made me sad that I couldn't stick my chest out and say my family could too, and I hated that she just assumed it wasn't possible. Yeah, interesting that, yeah, but I couldn't do anything about that. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, it's not like that pride would matter in this situation. Yes, exactly. It just matters who can and who can't. Oh my god, yeah, I really wonder how they're actually going to contact her.
むしろなんとかサトコと接触をしてこちらへ呼びたいくらいだな。ミオンの話を聞く限り、サトコのいる町会周りはどうもヤバそうだからな。
Yeah, from what you've told us, Mion, it sounds like the area around Satoko's house is dangerous. Yeah, I
あっち
wonder.
は信心深くて過激な神社部の幹部が多
Oh
いからね。
god.
でね、
Yeah.
サトコだけの問題じゃないんだよ。
That's because there's a lot of strong believers who live around there. That is the worst possible place for them to be located. My god, right next to the Hojo family. Well, family. But still, that's because there are a lot of strong believers who live around there. But to be honest, Satoko's not the only problem. Depending on how it goes, both of you two could be in trouble. How? Is it because of them potentially getting infected when they pick her up? Or maybe it's just because of rumours from the village, and then obviously that spreading to their families and stuff like that, and then bullying, and more bullying. Mion's eyes grew even sharper, looking back and forth between me and Dena. Even though she was worried about Satoko, the chill in her gaze was enough to shred the naive thought that, oh yeah, definitely, yeah, at least we would be safe. It's actually really quite tricky. I wonder how they are actually going to look after Satoko. Hmm.
先日も話したよね。例のウイルスがひなみ沢土着のものかもし
Oh
れ
my
ないっ
god,
て
is
噂。
this
その話
frozen
が
to
ね、
death?
だいぶ信憑性を帯びてきててね。古来から村人全員が感染してたんじゃないかって言うんだよ。
I mentioned this the other day, right? The rumours that this virus might be indigenous to Hinamizawa. Those rumours are starting to gain a lot of traction. Some are even saying every villager's probably been infected for... Oh god. Oh god, that's really bad.
だからそれじゃおかしいだろ。だったら昔から
Yeah,
連日
definitely,
死者が出てなきゃならないぞ。
Yeah, if they've been infected for hundreds of years, then... Well, I really can't tell if this virus is Hinamizawa syndrome, then it kind of makes sense. But if it's not, then... If it's a different virus that's totally new to Hinamizawa, then... Yeah, that's where it doesn't make sense. But that's just crazy. If that were true, then people would have been dying every day way back then. Yeah.
それでその、
Yeah, I agree.
そうだと言ってる連中の言い分が面白いんだよ。そのウイルスはこの村の中にいる限りは安定していて、
That is
無害だって
really
言うんだよ。
interesting because that entirely sounds like the Hinamizawa syndrome symptoms. I really wonder if this could potentially be something relating to Hinamizawa syndrome. I think it's more and more likely just because of the fact that, you know, this is the rumour. But this is a rumour. How can you take it as objective fact? Well, the ones insisting that on that argument have an interesting idea. They're saying that the virus remains stable and harmless so long as you stay in the village.
さらに言うと、この村にずっと長く住み続けている一族には 生まれつきの免疫みたいなものがあって
Yeah,
大
Sion.
丈夫だって話らしいんだよ
They even go further, arguing that the families who have lived in this village for many, many years are all born with an immunity that keeps them safe.
さっぱりわからねえぞ。つまりなんだ。
Yeah, exactly.
例えば
Yeah.
よそから引っ越してきた俺やレナはその免疫がないからとか言い出すんじゃないだろうな。
I don't get it. So what? Are you telling me that there's some people like that there's people like Lena and I who moved here from outside are a risk because we don't have that immunity? Yeah, that
ま
is
さにそ
weird.
れだよ
Yeah.
近年ひなみ沢に引っ越してきた
Oh
人間のせいで
god.
そのウイルスの調
Yeah,
和
it
が
is
崩れ
weird.
てその村人
Totally
全員
doesn't
のウ
add
イル
up.
スがおかしくなって
No scientific evidence whatsoever. That's exactly it. They're saying our harmony or whatever with the virus is our harmony or whatever. Harmony with a virus. Ah, yes. Our harmony with or whatever with the virus is collapsing because of the people moving into Hinamizawa. And that's making the virus go crazy and everyone. Ah, yes. So people moving into Hinamizawa disturbing the, you know, virus that has remained peaceful in these immune ancient families. Yeah, it's just
みーちゃんまでそのとんでもない話を信じてるわけないよね
no way. You're not telling us you believe in such an outrageous idea too, are you, Mita?
もちろんだよ
Yeah, yeah,
そんなわけ
exactly.
のわかんない話が通用するわけないでも
That is weird.
なぜかみんな信じてるんだよ私もわけがわかんない
I kind of wanna turn the music up. There we are. Of course not. There's no way I'll fall for anything that sounds that crazy. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, but for some reason everyone else believes it. I don't get it. So, yeah, that is
普段
weird.
だったら絶対こんなバカな話は誰も信じないのになぜかここ数日妙な話やデマが当たり前のように通用して飛び交ってる
Yeah, it's just people getting totally stressed compared to beforehand. The stress is increasing. It really is. Normally, no one would ever believe such stupid nonsense. Yes, exactly. Are you sure though? But these past few days, those weird ideas and rumors are being passed around like they're just common sense. God.
私は初日からずっと無線を聞いてるんだけど最近の村人はどんどんおかしくなってるんだよ
God.
異常な生活で
Yeah, fair enough
心の
actually. I
緊
mean,
張
my
だ
god,
と
that
かト
really
ラウ
shows
マ
how
だとか
fucking bad this is.
そんな甘っちょろいレベルじゃない
Yeah, I've been listening on the radio since the very first day. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but lately the villagers are believing weirder and weirder. Yeah, I really do wonder if this virus does actually win. Sorry, if this virus does actually lose and it's cured. The village is probably just going to be totally falling apart just because of how ridiculous of, you know, rumours they've actually found out. Like, for example, this story about, you know, everybody in the village that has moved totally disturbing the peace. It's really, sorry, of the virus within the villagers. It's going to totally ruin anything that could have potentially happened. I mean, it's going to ruin the villagers' views on new people, for example. I mean, it was already kind of bad, but it's just going to make it even worse. They're going to bully new people out of the village. Yeah, I don't know if it's mental stress or trauma or whatever, but calling it that is optimistic at this point. Yeah, fair enough,
明ら
actually,
か
yeah.
に嘘だろうデマだろうと思うことが当たり前のように横行し
Yes, exactly, that's the worst thing.
誰かがそれを
Yeah,
否
that
定する
really
と
is bad.
感染者扱いをされそうになる
Yeah, these lies and rumours are running rampant, but nobody is doing anything to stop them. If anyone tries, they could be treated as one of the infected
すっ
too.
ごく気持ち悪いことになってるんだよ
Yeah, no, I know.
何かが変だから用心して
Yeah, it's getting really awful around here. Something's not right with people, so watch yourselves. I'm going to turn this up a bit more, actually. There we are. Yeah, and then I were both left speechless by Mion's test. Oh no, I know, it's actually really quite surprising. Like, Mion, out of the most rational people. I mean, it really just shows because of Mion's total desperation how bad these rumours are. It was clearly a good thing that we weren't... Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. That must be very awful. Yeah, we weren't able to listen to what she's picked up over the radio. Thrust into these abnormal circumstances, their frustration had reached this peak. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, they're going to completely take out their anger. They're going to, you know, they're just going to start false rumours and they're rationality is just going to totally diminish until it's no more, really. Their frustration had reached its peak, and that, along with anxieties and fears founded on faith, were producing new rumours one after another. Yes, and it was steadily approaching the point where somebody would have to be sacrificed in order to clear those rumours. Yeah, no, I know, it's interesting that. Let's hope that nobody does. Yeah, judging from Mion's expression, we were already approaching that critical moment. Yes, exactly, it's just going to get worse and worse. That was the moment I first realised it. What? That there was clear hostility in the looks the villagers gave us as we talked to each other. Yeah, apparently it wasn't just my imagination either. Then I was quick to pick up on that too. Interesting. I really wonder why they're actually looking at them with worse looks. Keiichi-kun. Protect yourself, okay? What?
そうだな。くだらないデマのせいで疑われるのは気に入らねえが。
Oh yeah, I agree, yeah.
に冠ってこともあるしな。
Yeah, I don't like being distrusted just because of stupid rumours, but it's best not to fuel the fire. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, that is actually really quite interesting. Yeah, the worst thing is though, Hinamizawa syndrome. Even if this disease is Hinamizawa syndrome, the syndrome still exists within every villager. These people know how to be paranoid. And yeah, it's just really understandable that, you know, these awful conditions, they're making them so much less rational. I'm really scared for what's happened to Satoko. This music and the wind also. Well, the wind-like sound effect. I don't even know if it is wind. Giving me the goosebumps. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, just in case any of the villagers actually take stuff out on them. Yeah, Rena, Kei-chan, you two should avoid going outside unless you have to. Yeah, also make sure you don't go out alone and seal your home up tight. Yeah, fair enough, actually. Yeah, because rumours are key to, you know, just beginning unnecessarily horrible situations, really. If anyone says anything inconsiderate, don't provoke them, no matter how frustrating. Got it? The hostile looks I felt from time to time were too much to pretend I just imagine them. Yeah, it is actually really quite odd. I wonder how bad they are, yeah. The accursed customs of a village that had avoided contact with outsiders for centuries. Oh, yeah, of course, that's why Katie and Nen are getting hostile looks. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that really just shows the rumour totally being taken into effect. Yeah, and if they, you know, get mad with villagers, boom! That's going to be the entire... Well, the villagers are going to entirely believe that they're infected. The accursed customs of a village that had avoided contact with outsiders for centuries weren't about to be brushed away. Yeah, by a scant few years of civilization. Yeah. Yeah, they're always going to remain there. And then Arnai could only nod in acknowledgement of Mion's warning. The tense looks clear on her face. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, very interesting stuff. Yeah, this really is just getting worse and worse in terms of the events. I wonder when... Well, the events are getting worse and worse. I wonder when they're going to totally reach the point of no return. Oh. Ooh! Showa 58 HQ. Showa 58年 HQ. I'm just so used to hearing Rika say that. 永遠の昭和58年 永遠の like eternal. Oh, interesting that 34. That's either a coincidence or maybe Takanomiyo is involved. Showa 58 HQ. General Affairs Division. Oh, Section 1, E34. July 7th, 1983. Director of Disaster Relief, Hinamizawa Region. What? Evacuation orders. Emergency. The director of disaster relief is to evacuate the disaster relief's units immediately. What the fuck? What the hell has happened? During evacuation, units are to follow the directions of the National Institute of Infectious Diseases. Notes. 1. Orders. The disaster relief units will follow the directions of the National Institute of Infectious Diseases. Jesus, man. What? Why? What the hell has happened for, an emergency to happen that means everyone needs to evacuate and evacuate to the designated zone outside the quarantine? God damn. To reason. The routine blood tests detected a positive. Oh no. The routine blood test detected a positive reaction for the type. Oh god, that's a Greek letter. I don't know which one it is. So N173. Wait, let me just search up ancient Greek letters real quick, because I swear it is one. No, I've literally seen it. It is one. It's got to be one. Is there a chart? No, it isn't an ancient Greek letter. Oh, no. It is. It's H. Eta. It's actually it. I'll just show you guys what I'm looking at right now. Where's my full screen? Yeah, look, it kind of looks similar. It doesn't really look similar, but it's the thing that's closest, so yeah, it's just what I'm going to go with. So let's just assume that says eta instead of n. Wait, what is, no. The routine blood test detected a positive reaction for type. Yeah, interesting that 173. I think the clinic has a lot to answer for this. Type ETA 173 virus in 4 squad members. Oh no. Yeah, that could potentially spread for the entire village. I mean, I was just thinking, I was kind of sarcastically saying, oh no then. But then I realised 4 members, they could spread it to the entirety of the village. And it could just multiply. And this proves that the disaster relief unit's current equipment is ineffective at preventing infection. Surprising. Show I-58 HQ, General Affairs Division, Section 1, E35. July 7th, 1983. Commander of the 738th Equipment Test Company. Test Company? Oh. Wait, I was misreading that. Dispatch orders, emergency. The 738th Equipment Test Company is to deploy immediately with version 13 disease prevention equipment under the command of the Director of Disaster Relief, Hinamizawa Region. This sound effect is so irritating. I'm actually muting my volume. I've got a really nice button on my keyboard that just allows me to press it and then I can mute the volume. Oh, how much I love that button. God, that's insane. Version 13, disease prevention equipment. Orders. As of today, the 738th Equipment Test Company will be placed under the command of the Director of Disaster Relief, Hinamizawa Region. Right, so this, really quite preventative equipment is going to be under the Director of Hinamizawa Disaster Relief. Right. The test company shall follow the director's orders and deploy on site immediately. Good. Mission. Peacekeeping in the quarantine. Oh, yeah, fair. Yeah, that's going to be very difficult, especially because of Hinamizawa. Remarks. Discharge of firearms will be authorized under the enclosed conditions. Jesus. God. July 6th, 1983. Oh, yeah, that is interesting. Alphabet Project Board of Directors. Director of Disaster Relief, Hinamizawa Region. Regarding the, I don't know, the ETA 173 virus. I'm assuming that's what it says. Interesting. This virus has been classified as a Category C neuroparasitic virus. What follows is an explanation of its properties. Right. Oh, that's such a cool image. I like that. Of all the viruses that infect the human nervous system, this one demonstrates extremely strong compatibility with mankind. Also, due to the difficulty in identifying symptoms in the infected, its existence was not confirmed until the modern age. Yeah, fair actually, because some of them could have the disease and yet, you know, have the symptoms totally stale, whereas others could be very infected. According to an unofficial investigation conducted by the UN in 1948, over 99% of the human... Yeah, I think that's a little bit inaccurate, but... Yeah, not human species, but, you know, ones native to Hinamizawa, fair. Why the UN though? That's big, that's worldwide. Over 99% of the human species contains the parasitic virus within their brain. Furthermore, it had been pointed out that it is likely this virus has been with humanity from the... What? As that all suggests, this virus is extremely well integrated into the human body and the host is unaware of the power. Yeah! This makes the virus very similar to other microbes within the human body. That is actually really quite interesting. If Hinamizawa syndrome is the thing that is, you know, this virus that is causing the outbreak, then how? How is this just going to get better? Because, yeah, peacekeeping really, really is essential, because if Hinamizawa syndrome is the cause, then, you know, failure of peace and lack of peace is what's causing this to be so bad. That is odd. That really, really is odd. I'm just so surprised. So why is it really quite bad? Such as I swear I've heard of this before. I don't know. The Escherichia no, I've never said that before. Escherichia coli, which is commonly known of today. However, the problem with this virus is that we have identified the possibility of this virus. Yes, of this virus interfering with the host's brain functions. This virus makes its host amiable to other hosts of the same strain, and it directs its host to be antagonistic towards hosts of different strain. Yes, the UN investigation had discovered several hundred strains that would be classified under this virus, and a lot of the shocking factor was uncovered as well. The distribution map of these strains, oddly enough, matches up with the present-day national borders and religious distributions. Furthermore, it is suspected that each strain of this virus is deeply involved in shaping the foundation of its host's behaviour and personality. What? Amiable mean vulnerable? Oh right, that actually is really quite interesting, having or displaying a friendly or pleasant manner. That's actually really quite interesting, so you could in theory explain the entirety of Hinamizawa syndrome with people that have the same level of the virus, so as a result they're a little bit more friendly to each other and more opening up, and that's why there's such a high community spirit. Could you imagine if that was the truth? God, that'd be so weird. I just can't believe that nearly all of the people in 99% of humanity have this brain parasite that's basically unknown. I mean, it's really quite odd that, well, I suppose 99% of people have it, but the only conditions it's fully adapted to be in are, you know, the ones that are in Hinamizawa. That's the link I'm assuming it's made. Several hundred though, Jesus Christ. That's actually really quite odd, the distribution map of the disease and how much, you know, the strains of it are matching up with borders and religious differences. That is odd. It just doesn't really... It's quite interesting that link can be made. Maybe people of the same religion actually think they are so, I don't know, so much like they're in the same community just because of the fact that they have they have really similar levels of, you know, the parasite really in their brain. So the theory stands that the unique traits of this parasitic virus are responsible for several tendencies, generally attributed to race or nationality. In other words, this virus is theorized to be indirectly responsible for all patterns within societies, personalities, and the cultures of different ethnicities and nations. Yeah. The first to uncover the existence... Oh, interesting. I thought that was going to be Hihumi, but no. The first to uncover the existence of this virus was a German doctor within the Nazi administration. What? That is so weird. That's actually really quite interesting. So this theory is totally what the basis of Hinamizawa syndrome, I'm assuming. And it is theorized that this discovery led to the administration's massacre of particular people. What? Jesus. The UN Secret Investigation Committee has identified the possibility that this virus has indirectly, led humanity to commit its most heinous atrocities. And they called for the extermination of this virus. No, but how would they exterminate the virus though if nearly everybody has it? That call being held back by the fear that such an objective could trigger ethnic cleansing. Oh God. Yeah, as a result, all of the research on the virus was perpetually prohibited in 1995, and they elected to discard the records of that research. Oh God. Yeah, this meant humanity would perpetually embrace this parasite and prohibit the further discovery of its existence as well. Yeah. That's actually really quite interesting. So a lot of the people that have massacred particular people is just because, you know, they don't want this potential disease spreading, or maybe it's because of fear from the virus that other people have high levels of the virus and are potentially going to do something dangerous to them. But the fear is totally irrational. It is really quite interesting that atrocities humans have committed have actually been, you know, these parasites have been the leading cause for them. It's interesting, that theory. It is weird. Yeah, totally discarding the records of the research just because of how many people this has killed. However, several countries continue to research the virus on their own in secret. Since there has been no exchange of information between these, the state of the research in other nations is here in Japan, a research team was founded in secret by a group of medical schools in the late 1960s. Yeah, that would make sense. In the late 1960s, the research is the foundation for these current studies. America has caught wind that this virus is the cause of the most recent incident. Yeah, that is really quite something, and they will be planning to steal our research. Oh, we must not respond to their attempts to claim that research, disguised as offers of aid. Furthermore, among the strains of this virus, strain Eta 173 is a rare variety which displays extremely dramatic symptoms. As I've already explained, traditionally this virus is extremely compatible with the human body and is totally unnoticeable. Yes! Yet the Eta 173 strain causes the dramatic alterations to personality within several days of infection. Yeah. The most significant change is the promotion of anxiety and aggression. Yet it retains the unique aspects of this virus, guiding those changes in psychology to occur naturally. Yeah, fair enough, actually. The infected residents of the Hinamizawa region have already tend to strongly exhibit those tendencies. Yes, definitely, yeah, and have demonstrated the potential to cause certain catastrophes. Yeah, mass riots, mass murder within short periods of time. Oh yeah, definitely, because these parasites, the ETA 173, it's going to promote this murderous instinct and all of the mania inside them so much that it's going to be very difficult for. Yeah, interesting that direction of this matter should immediately be given over to the Alphabet Project, and as such, it should be carefully investigated as one of our nation's assets. Yeah, I do find it really quite interesting that the Alphabet Project have, a really quite big affiliation with this, but they are really some of the best people for disease research. I mean, even though they are kind of like illegal in terms of, trying to restore the post-war Japan and imperialistic Japan. Yeah. They're still some of the most knowledgeable people on the sort of field, really. Direction of this matter should immediately be given over to the Alphabet Project, and as such, it should be carefully investigated as one of our nation's assets. I'm confident that research into this matter will contribute to our national interest. It will, yeah, because the closer you can stop this disease, the more you can stop it from spreading. And it's just really quite interesting, this though. So there's a theory that, there's a harmless parasite that could potentially promote aggression and all of the really negative emotions in every single human being, but it's just particularly bad in Hinamizawa because a really bad, version, the ETA 173, has begun. Furthermore, the suppression of riots caused by this matter can only be conducted by the Alphabet Board of Directors. Oh. Which possess extrajudicial authority. Right. I hope that you will consider these factors before making your decision tomorrow! Oh my god! Head of Room 13, Iwashi. Oh wow, I really wonder what the Alphabet Project are actually going to be able to do. Alphabet Project Board of Directors are going to decide this. I mean, it is a serious catastrophe, honestly. I really wonder how things are going to change and what's actually going to happen. Right. Yeah, the village has spread to those bringing food and water. What? Oh my god, has it? I love that the achievement just kind of spoilt what's been happening. Oh my god. I really wonder how they're actually going to suppress riots. I think they did say something about firearms potentially being allowed to be used. Whatever's happening, this virus is going to totally cause chaos. Right, I want to really research what this is, what this symbol is, because I don't want to be saying something incorrectly. Right, let's see. It is ETA, look. I've got to show you what ETA looks like. It looks like Gi in Japanese, but just a little bit different, really. More in the shape of an N. So that is ETA. Yeah. I was not wrong. I'm not an idiot for once. That's impossible. Right, this is going to be really, really interesting. I wonder how things are actually going to change and how the quote-unquote suppression of riots are going to happen. Oh my god, this is going to be such a change! As a disturbing atmosphere towards outsiders like the Mayabada family. Oh god, yeah, because they've stopped the village's peace from happening, guys. There was another change that fanned the anxiety of the villagers. Yeah. Yeah, interesting that, because they actually have to go to some sort of... There's probably going to be some sort of conference that is going to tell them entirely what they need to do in order to prevent this disease. I can't believe it, though. So, people have begun to get infected. 4 people. It could spread. And the SDF have been supporting the villagers' unstable lifestyles, as well as providing mental support. Yeah. Good for them. But they had suddenly disappeared from the village. The elders, who hated standing around in long lines before the water supply trucks, had already lined up early. Well, they would never want to come to England. Yeah, but no matter how long they waited, the trucks weren't showing up. Maybe they would. Isn't it horrible to think that they have to stand around for hours just to get water? It's so messed up. Nobody should have to live like this. At first we made the generous assumption that something had delayed them. Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah, yes, but the fact that the SDF's deliveries had always been so punctual before only worked against them, fanning anxieties even higher. Yeah. Once it was long past the scheduled delivery time, the morning line steadily grew longer, and the anger they felt at the water trucks for not arriving grew into anxiety and finally into fear. Yeah, I can imagine this going a lot worse. Oh, yeah, the situation gradually grew worse, and finally people began whispering that the SDF have abandoned us. No, they aren't. They aren't. Yeah, anybody would be shocked after. I know! Why would they not be? Yeah, but I'm assuming what they're probably having here because of, you know, the massive change that's going to happen to purge the infected and control the riots. Yeah, it's probably a meeting they're having. They're probably not able to be there. Yeah, anybody would be shocked after hearing that. Oh, exactly, yeah. God, this is awful. It really is just horrible how everything is getting worse and worse. It really is. It will never stop. It's so unforgivable. The actions of the SDF were the final dam maintaining the village's sanity. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Fair. With that dam suddenly removed, it was easily to feel as though the village had been cast out of Japan. It's actually really quite funny. I mean, look at Higurashi, for example. Yeah, however, there were a few villagers who weren't frightened by the SDF's disappearance. Interesting. They had taken an optimistic view and assumed the quarantine would be lifted. No! If they spread this, assurance, and then ETA 173 gets infected, infects people. Yeah. Those people even tried to leave the village. Yet something strange occurred at the barricade sealing us off. Us. What? What? Instead of the personnel clad in white raincoats that had been manning the barricades before, there were soldiers blocking the path, wearing much tougher looking camouflage gear that was more like a oh God. Jesus Christ, could you imagine just trying to escape from your own village and then realising there are soldiers there? They even had an armoured car parked behind them too. Jesus Christ. Now, why did the villagers insist on calling them soldiers? Yeah. Oh, God. Because the guns they carried around looked that dangerous. At the very least, none of the SDF members performing relief efforts had carried guns. Yeah, interesting that. Yeah. Not only were the soldiers carrying their own guns, but the armoured car also had a heavy machine gun. Jesus, stationed at its top hatch, and they aimed its muzzle at the villagers without hesitation. After aiming, they issued a warning too. Jesus Christ! This is the JG SDF. You were not permitted to leave the quarantine zone. Please return to your homes. Jesus Christ! So are they literally going to kill these people just because they're trying to go out of their homes? I mean, my God. This is horrible. This really is. I mean, my God, I couldn't imagine. What if you're going to Hinamisawa for some sightseeing and then you're just totally stuck in this completely disease-filled place? God. Yeah, seeing and hearing that made them certain. Yes, circumstances. I agree. It just really doesn't make sense that, normal people from the SDF, lab coat people, regarding the quarantine, but now people that are armed are doing so. The commotion about this dangerous fire had progressed to the point where it was beyond the SDF's control. That is actually fair enough, because now we have the Alphabet Project and, Ministry of Diseases as well. Infectious diseases even. So they abandoned providing aid to the village and were trying to seal it away. No, they are not. But the only thing is, it is quite interesting. I don't understand why they are trying to... Why none of them are there, though. You would have thought, like, half of them would probably be you know, just given the precautions on what actually to do in the future, and half of them would have stayed just to manage the peace. I don't really get that at all. I wonder what they're doing. That gave way to anger. Yeah, of the nation who abandoned their... Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It's unbelievable that, you know, all these people are in immense need. There is an infectious disease. ETA 173 is dangerous. And yet nothing is happening. And even greater fear at the idea that things have progressed that point. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. The villagers tried demanding an explanation of affairs from the soldiers. Jesus! But they fired live ammo without remorse, intending to intimidate. Yeah, I don't really think they're going to get that explanation. Whether they actually know it is another question or not. Because, you know, this is out of the control of the SDF now. And announced that they would target their legs next if they did not leave immediately. This is what was I going to say? This is uncivil as hell, my god. This is so unpleasant. And the village announced they would target their legs next if they did not leave immediately. The villagers then scattered like spiders and fled back to the village. Yeah, fair, yeah. What? Oh yeah. Oh god, yes, of course. Afterward, their story grew exaggerated and people started saying some of them were actually shot and wounded or even dead, causing even further turmoil. Actually, there's still some chance the part about warning fire was all made up. Oh yeah, that is actually fair enough, but it doesn't really sound too ridiculous. But there's no way to verify that anymore, and no need to, because the story wasn't being proven false. So it had already become true. Yeah, on top of that, some kind of jamming wave was emitted from somewhere, suddenly making the radios Oh shit, you've got to be kidding me. They've actually realised that, you know, external communication via radios has happened. Leaving word of mouth as the only means of communication. Yeah, that's poisonous, that really, really is. Which increases turmoil even further. That is really odd. That day, the first gunshot rang out in the village. We couldn't know for sure if the soldiers trapping us in had fired on a... Yeah, I know! Like the rumours suggested. Or if some villager had fired their hunting rifle. Oh yeah, fair enough actually, because they need food. They do. Maybe they're refusing to get some from the SDF. Yeah, that is interesting. No, because the total paranoia will probably begin now. But as that gunshot roared through the village, the whole population fell away from the law and order of civilization. No, I know. What's going to happen now? The town council used their network to reach out and explain there was a mistake in the organisation of relief efforts on the SDF side. Why would they make a mistake on a disaster this intense and severe, though? It just doesn't really make much sense. They're a professional military organisation. And due to that mistake, it would be some time before the relief efforts resume. No, that's not the case whatsoever, because now they are going to be... Well, they're going to be a lot more strict, I'm assuming. They're going to be different when they come back, though, easily. They had also asked the villagers to help one another during that time. Until that time... No, if they're going to help one another, if they're going to help one another... Infection, maybe? Had that message been sent out before such great anxiety spread throughout the village, then they may have been able to improve things a little. Yeah, no, I know, but yeah, but it was all too late. Yeah, that's really bad. Even though the SDF had ceased supplying food and water. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, every house had at least some stored up. However, nobody knew Oh, seriously? Jesus Christ, that's true, yeah! However, nobody knew how long this delay of provisions would last. The noxious, heated air permeating the village was steadily robbing people of their... Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's really, really bad. I mean, to be honest, it would be the case in winter as well. You'd probably get people being annoyed at the cold. If only this occurred in spring. Or winter, or autumn even. Fearing that some insurgent might descend upon them in search of food. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yeah, fair. Fearing that some insurgent might descend upon them in search of food, the shopping district had banded together and armed all the shops, forming their own neighbourhood. What? God. Barricades taken from this dam site were lined up at the entrance to the shopping district. Jesus. God, that's insane. Yeah, we are closed indefinitely. If you have no business here, you may not set foot within. If you still insist on entering, then please discuss it with us on a case-by-case basis. It's actually really quite interesting. I mean, people are not only so scared about starvation, but they're also really, really scared about, you know, SDF not coming and no support. So as a result, they may actually infiltrate, you know, the shopping district. I can't believe that, though. Entirely barricaded and, you know, soldiers going around each, you know, guarding each shop. I mean, it really is quite unbelievable. God, this wind is so unpleasant. Read the sign. Read the sign. Read the sign they had posted up where the residents of the shopping district took their turns to standing watch of hunting. What fucking hell? That really is unpleasant. There's another small flyer beside it. Oh, yeah, interesting that. Yeah, we don't want your fucking disease. Yeah, those living in Takatsuro, please go away. That one was based on the rumours of, yeah, the infected in Takatsuro. Yeah, fair. However, as the rumours continue to grow, there would likely be more signs posted next to it. Yeah, prohibiting other regions as well. Fair enough, actually, yeah, because, yeah, the rumours are actually probably really going to grow. I mean, word of mouth is the only communication. There's some sort of thing that's jamming the radio communication, so that is the only way they can. I mean, that's unbelievable. Yeah. It's really just getting worse and worse. For a moment, we thought that we might be able to have more interaction now that the SDF was no longer quarantining us separately. Yeah, fair enough, actually. You know, now that there's nobody to actually look at how the villagers are communicating, and if they're communicating, they could potentially do so, but no. But the youth groups in each town council quickly took that mantle of isolation. Yeah, good. Everyone believed that their area had yet to become infected, and they could remain safe if they kept out people from other areas. Yeah, fair enough, actually, because it's all about staying alive. It's all about not getting infected now. Hinamizawa was fundamentally a farming village, but there were several people who had made their living through hunting since long ago, so the number of hunting rifles wasn't exactly small. Oh, God! Because of that, those who owned one volunteered to serve as guard. Oh, yeah, you'll probably get paid for that. The number who volunteered directly translated into that town council's... Oh, that is actually fair enough, yeah, because they'll have more people with guns, so as a result, they'll have more peace and order because of, you know, people forcing it. Either that, or it became their power to blur the line between fantasy and reality. Oh, yeah, fair. In order to realise their delusions of persecution. Yeah. That day. It was July 7th. The day of Tanabata. What is Tanabata? Oh, it's a Japanese festival. Star festival. Star Festival. Looks pretty cool. But we turned the television. Oh my god, that is awful. Yeah, I thought that was familiar. But it's just really quite awful that these people aren't able to participate in this. They have to, be completely cut off from society. Disregard all of their plans. When we turned the television on, it displayed images of cute young children writing their wishes on boards and stretching out to, hang them up on bamboo stalks. Yeah, and here in Hinamisawa, our Tanabata were involved, posted signs rejecting the infected up on violent-looking barricades, while many took up hunting. Oh god, hunting rifles and glared at each other suspicion. God, that really is awful. Yeah, it's just really quite interesting that that this tradition is destroyed at the moment. So this is because of how awful the situation is. This is the closest remnant it has, really. God. Yeah, that really is awful. I mean, it's so unpleasant, though. It was hard to believe this was still... Yeah, fair enough. The same village as well. Yeah. Interesting. Oh my god, I really wonder what's actually going to happen. Right, when are the SDF going to return, and what is going to happen when they actually do so? I really wonder. Oh, it's nighttime. The crickets are, I don't know, just making sounds. Right, I'm going to have a little break. Right, okay. Now I'm back from my break, so let's get into this. And late at night, my mother visited me. She was clutching an envelope in her... What? Interesting. Mion, maybe? She sounds like the type of person that would actually try to communicate like this. I don't know, though. Katie, just now we received a letter for you. Katie. A letter? To me, that is odd. Why would firstly there be somebody transporting letters, and secondly, in this sort of, I don't know, condition, really? I snatched it up at once. Oh, yeah. It read to Katie from Mion. Why is Mion giving a letter to Katie? Is it something emergency related? Yes, what was this about? And during such a dark time? According to my mother, this doorbell rang, and by the time she reached our front door, it was shoved through the... Why? Has Mion been infected? What? Oh no. She could have just come in if she wanted to get out of her way to visit. Yeah, but why didn't she? So the fact that she avoided doing so and left only a letter had me feeling a tinge anxious. Like, considering the abnormal state of the village lately, it made sense that Mion would be careful about trying to... Oh yeah, fair enough, actually. Yeah, I mean, anybody could be infected, genuinely. All the talk of... all of the talk of this being an indigenous virus or being Oyashiro-sama's wrath would ultimately end with those people suspecting the outsiders who'd moved into town recently. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Mion actually going into the house of these people, it's really not a good look for her, I suppose. The whole Mayabara family was, maybe painfully aware of that recently. Have they got abuse or something? Even before opening this letter, I could understand the things that had reached to the point where Mion, as a Sonozaki, couldn't visit us in broad daylight. Jesus! They're getting bullied that badly. So much so that Mion, for her Sonozaki family image, can't actually, visibly be seen talking to Keiichi. That's unbelievable. But word of mouth is the only form of communication. Any remotely bad rumour, it's awful. Absolutely awful. Oh god, I feel really quite bad for everyone. Just because they're outsiders, they're probably going to get quite a lot of abuse. Like, all of the times, for example, when they're outside, they've probably got something or the other. And yet the contents of this letter quickly informed me that that was still a naive point of view.
ケイちゃんへ気をつけて。うちの町会内で前原家と竜宮家をやり玉にあげようという意見が強くなってる。
What?
もう本当に馬鹿げてることだけれども、
Oh no.
彼らは誰かを生贄にあげないと恐怖感に押しつぶされてしまうところまで追い詰められてる。
Dikei-chan, be careful. The idea that we should make an example out of the Mayabaras and the Ryugus is gaining more strength in our council area. Oh god, I know it's a really crazy idea, but they've already been driven to the point where they'll be consumed by fear if they don't sacrifice someone. Yeah, but the only thing is, a sacrifice will actually quell their fear, because they'll be thinking, you know, now that we've killed an outsider and we've made out examples out of them, maybe the disease is not going to spread or something. You know, I can't even rationally put a sentence together that actually has some sort of reason. It's just so ridiculous, this.
そんなことしたって何の解決にもならないって反論できたのは最初のうちだけ。
I was only able to argue otherwise the first few times. You've got to be kidding me. So I really get the impression that people are... They're going to be targets.
少しでも反論すると感染者をかばうのはお前も感染者だからだろうなんて論法になっちゃって誰もストップがかけられない。
But starting several days ago, if anyone tried to object, they argued that the person was covering for the infected because they were infected too. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. That so there's this total suspicion and labelling and all of these really, really bad things for paranoia, really. Now no one's putting a stop to this talk of lynching you or... Jesus.
ウイルス派とお社様のたたり派が互角だったうちは双方が支離滅裂な論争をするだけだったからよかったんだけど最近お社様のたたり派がのしてきてね全体をリードするようになりつつある。
Yeah, I suppose they have really quite conflicting views, but now the conflict is getting less and less. And that is a very bad thing. It was fine back then when they were evenly split between the virus supporters and the Oyashiro-sama's curse supporters, since they both just argue incoherently with each other, but lately the curse supporters are gaining ground. Yeah, it won't be long before they're leading the whole... Yes, definitely, and then, you know what religion can do to people, I mean, my god. Just look at, for example, when Hanyu was killed. God, this is horrible. Only because of the fact they're outsiders. It's just all baseless suspicion. It really, really is. But the thing is, because the SDF aren't there, how is this actually going to be able to be managed, even? Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
実は数日前に高熱を出しちゃって起き上がることができないんだよ。
Shit! That's really bad. If my granny were well, she'd never allow such a riot, but she actually came down with a fever a few days ago, so now she can't get out of bed.
一部の親類はそれを感染ではないかと吹聴していて、私の発言力もすでに危うい。いや、
Shit!
私自身下手をすれば生贄にされかねないよ。
Oh my god, this really is just...
これ以上ケイちゃんやレナの家をかばう発言は難しい。
I really, really don't like where this is going, but it is fair enough because of Neon actually, you know, being right in the place of residence that, you know, the grandma's also in, potentially getting the infection and then losing her right, and, you know, obviously everyone increasing the paranoia, and maybe people will think she's cursed or something ridiculous like that, and will kill her as a result. God, this is just getting, oh, it really is just getting worse and worse. I can see that Mion's writing, oh god, yeah, had steadily grown more hastened and sloppy as it went on. I didn't even have to ask to understand how... Oh god, I know. That really is just scary. Yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah.
少なくともこのまま自宅に閉じこもっていれば、私たちはいずれ必ず殺される。
Oh my god.
明日の夜に村から脱出しようと思う。
Right, you have got my interest piqued. Thank you, Mion. I think it's dangerous to stay in Hinamizawa any longer than this. At the very least, yeah, but I completely understand why she's thinking this. At the very least, if we stay shut up in our homes like this, then sooner or later we'll be murdered. Definitely, I think this, you know, the suspicion of Hinamizawa people is just going to get worse and worse. It's going to spread more and more. As a result of that, in the end, it's probably going to be the case that, you know, the worst case scenario is actually going to happen. Yeah, sooner or later we'll be murdered. So I'm planning to escape the village tomorrow night. Interesting. Oh yeah, nice one. No, but the only thing is Mion going to be the only person who's going to escape, or are Katie and Nena too? The SDF is blocking off the perimeter, but the Sonozakis have secret tunnels. Yes, and one of them exists out beyond the ground. Good. Yeah, that's really, really convenient. And me and Granny are the only ones who know about these tunnels. Yeah. Oh God! Jesus, that's awful. Yeah, but it's really good that she totally sees the urgency of the situation, at least. I don't know. Oh, that's so brutal, though. Yeah, I just wanted to wait until after she recovered, but that doesn't look possible anymore. Yeah. God, that really is bad. My granny just told me to leave her behind and run. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. No, but the only thing is, it is a village-wide suspicion, and the thing about this is, well, I suppose it's village-wide, and it's just going to get worse and worse. I mean, I don't think it's likely that everyone's going to get level 5 symptoms, but, you know, the people in level 5 symptoms, they're going to kill anyone they can see, and, you know, it's just going to get more and more likely. And also, you know, Eta 173, we have Hinamizawa syndrome, and we have Eta 173. Like, I'm assuming, my theory is that they're both going to coexist with each other, and they're just going to, like, for example, bad Eta 173 symptoms are then going to make Hinamizawa syndrome symptoms worse. So they're basically going to be like two parasites sort of acting on within the brain. That's how I'm thinking of this, sis. My granny is saying that this is a return to the ancient legend of demons coming out from Onigafchi Swamp. Yeah, it's interesting that, but it's all too real now. Right now, all the villagers are possessed by demons, and they're going to start murdering each other. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, exactly, yeah. In those legends, Oyashiro-sama managed to calm everyone down, but before they were able to do so, the blood-soaked conflict they produced resulted in a massive number of casualties. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, they're gonna kill us all. Yeah, this fear, my God, it's so bad. Yeah. Oh, right. God damn. They are properly trying to run away. I do find it really quite surprising that Mion is only offering Keiji to escape, as opposed to, you know, their entire families. It's just quite surprising that, like, what is Katie going to do with their family? I mean, their family are Maya brothers. Are they going to get murdered too? Like, it would be so awful. It would be too awful to bear. How is anybody going to allow it? That brings me to the main point. Tell your family tonight about all of this, and have them get ready. Get-chan. Yeah, I'll come for you tomorrow night, and then we'll escape. Bring your cash, insurance card, bank book, and family seal. I mean, my God, that is so many things. And fill your bank bag with clothes and daily necessities, but don't let it get... Oh, yeah, you can't, but don't let it get too heavy. Don't bring anything you have to carry. Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely. Good. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, make absolutely certain you can use both hands. Yeah, for shoes, wear a comfortable pair you can walk easily in. I'm sending this same letter to Lena as well. Right. Oh my God, I know! This might seem like it's coming out of left field, so I doubt it feels real to you just yet. Oh yeah, understandable actually. Jesus, I couldn't imagine just how... God, yeah, you can just hear how bloody upset she sounds. I mean, yeah, it is interesting though. I mean, of course, yeah, but trust me, I've been to the town council meetings and the gatherings of the three families, so I have a very clear idea of just how crazy this village has become. Yeah, and I really don't, you know, deny Mion's word, especially because of the fact that, you know, the villagers are... Well, they're just objectively becoming more and more paranoid. I can't imagine how chaotic and just overall unpleasant it must be at those meetings. I mean, they must not be able to discuss a single rational thing. By the way, how are they able to have gatherings? I mean, God, this is like COVID times. You have everyone being forced to isolate, whereas you have blimmin', I don't know, like Prime Minister Boris Johnson having a party. Yep, the political scandal of the year. Wow, how interesting. Yeah, it must be so awful, this. I mean, my God, it just totally must feel like a fever dream. It really must. Yes. Oh my God, I know!
私は自分とケイちゃん、レナ、その家族が全員無事でひなみ沢を脱出できる確率は 10% なら高い方と見積もってる。
Oh wait, hang on, I've completely forgot to read this. Yeah, so Katie's family is potentially going to escape as well, and hopefully Nenel's as well. And you need to understand how dangerous this is, even if you have faith in and do everything I've asked. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, I'm estimating that only a 10% possibility at best of you, me, Nenel, and our families all escaping to Hinamizawa safe. Oh no, I know, it's so awful though, it's just so dangerous. Anybody that is totally paranoid may murder them. And the disease as well, we can't forget about that. What if one of those people right here listed is infected? You can never forget about that possibility. Yeah, it's sinister and cynical. That was the end of Mion's letter. What the hell? Yeah, this whole situation was too much for me to take in, so I gripped my head. Oh God, I feel so bad. Yes, yeah, Mion had entrusted this letter to me and asked me to trust her. Yeah, knowing that I'd feel this, like, oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Once I took 3 deep breaths, I was able to realise the danger that Mion spoke of wasn't too far. Oh, no way. It's perfectly realistic. Considering the festering attitude that filled Hinamizawa lately. Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse. What she had written there was unmistakably true. Yes. Oh my God, what the hell has happened to Satoko? Yeah, at the same time, that made me fear for Satoko. It made some sense that the letter didn't mention Rika, who... Yeah, why hasn't it actually mentioned Satoko? That is odd. And why hasn't she actually gone to Satoko's house? Yeah, that is really weird. That is really weird. It made sense that the letter didn't mention Rika, who the SDF had in custody, but there wasn't a single word written here about Satoko, who had been left in this village all up. God, what the hell? Yeah, the only names on it were my... I really don't like where this is going. Yes, I agree, she would never forget about them with her life. There is no way Mion could have forgotten about the club members, so there's no way she'd forget to mention Satoko. Agreed, so then why hasn't Mion said anything about it, by the way? So then why? Terrible imaginations assailed my mind, each of them trying to... Yeah, God, I know, fair enough. I mean, she could literally be dead. Oh God, it's just so awful, this. You don't know whatsoever. No matter what's actually happening, you don't know whether your friends are safe. People that you hold dear to you the most, you don't know if they're safe. Oh, that's right, Mion already mentioned. Huh? She told us there were those who seriously believe that Oyasura-sama's... Oh my God, I know! Would subside if Satoko were offered as a sacrifice. Oh God. No wait, is Satoko... I shot her from my seat and... The metal bat leaning against my bookshelf fell down, stopping against my feet. Oh, that is actually really quite convenient. I mean, that is a weapon you could potentially use. It was almost like it was telling me to take it with, yeah. What? That was when I heard a gunshot. It sounds oddly loud. If this had been a normal peaceful day, I would have assumed it was some kid having fun by setting off firecrackers or bottle rockets. But because we were in such an abnormal situation. Yeah, I didn't make those wrong assumptions encouraged us they were by times of peace. What? I opened my curtain and strained to peer into the darkness when I heard another gunshot. It sounded like it was even close. What? What the fuck is happening? I thought I could hear someone shouting something nearby. Suddenly our doorbell began ringing frantically. Bing bong, bing bong, bing. Friendly reminder that Mion was seen outside giving a letter to Katie in the post box. What the fuck? My mind became clear. All unnecessary noise vanished from my thought. Yeah! It felt like I didn't even need to breathe. And in that vacuum state, I picked up the metal bat. Oh yeah, good one. Yeah. And I raced for the front door. Shit, what's happened? Oh god, man, this is really scary. Oh, yeah, he's got the bat. At the entrance, I found my mum cowering and my dad running in from the kitchen with a... Oh, God, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they've got the same intuition. Up until a moment ago, I would have thought, yeah, it's strange for my dad to respond so... Exactly. Yeah, but he's just so fearful. Yeah, but in this exact moment, yes, actually felt like the proper response. I agree. My mum looked back at my dad, wondering if it was safe. Open the fucking door, please! He had her step away. Open the door! Actually fucking open it. Oh my god. Please. Shit, this is an emergency. I think Mion's been shot. That's my assumption. Open it. Please open it. The button for our doorbell was pressed at our gate. So whoever had pressed it had now come through our gate and was standing right in front of the house. Open it. Yeah, then there was a bang, 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 knocking violently on our door. What? Who is it? Please, please. They answered it. My father shouted. They answered immediately. Oh. I am actually really close. Good evening, it's Ryugu. Please let me in. What? Is it Rena? Yeah! I left out from behind my father. Yeah. From the sound of Rena's voice. This was an emergency. Agreed, yeah. And we needed to open the door right away. What has happened? Even if we were plunged into a nightmare situation where the villagers had started a bloodbath. Yes, we club members will never doubt each other. They would never become bad in a situation like this. I was really not expecting this. What? What, Mion? Are you alright? Yeah, no, seriously. She's literally been shot. What the hell? Why? Why the hell has she been shot? If anything, I would have thought she would have gained a little bit more immunity because of, you know, her being members of the three families. Is it because of infections? Oh my god. Man, this is really bad. She's not alright. We need to hurry up and stop the village. Yeah, definitely. Are they actually going to be able to do so? Fuck, I hope they are. Then I was carrying a blood-soaked Mion, whose breathing was faint. Asking if she was alright was just alright. Yes, agreed. Yeah, not even a social cut. Yes, you need to act instantly. Oh, God. After that cry from Denna, we carried Mion in past our door and laid her down on the floor. Mion's left shoulder. Oh god, Mion's left shoulder was badly injured and her clothes were stained red with blood. Her clothes were supposed to be yellow. Yeah. The shirt Mion loved to wear in her free time. That bright yellow shirt. She always wore once the school was over. It's a symbol of all of our fun times together. Oh god, that's horrible. Yeah, that really, really bright yellow shirt and, you know, everything that is actually associated with it. Now it's blood red. Was now completely stained a purest red. Well, it doesn't really seem like it in this shot, but yeah. Hey, she needs help. Grab a towel or something. Oh my god. Mion was holding her wound with a handkerchief. Oh god, please don't tell me she's gonna die. She out of all people. It is actually really quite bad if she dies in terms of in terms of the features of the other clan members as well. She's the one that can get the most intel, has the most importance. Well, now she doesn't. Yeah, if she's been shot at. Mion was holding her wound with a handkerchief, but the blood continued to spill from it. Oh god. Her handkerchief would have dripped blood if it were wrung out. It was impossible to tell what colour or design it used to be, and whether it was Mion's favourite. Yeah, Jesus Christ. It just shows how much blood there is. It's totally covered with blood. What on earth happened here? Rena-chan, what's going on here? My father asked without putting away. Oh, yeah. Rena frowned, having difficulty deciding where to even... Oh, Jesus, what has happened? Her expression made it clear that we didn't have... Yeah, fair enough, actually. They need to fully prioritise Mion, but did we even need to hear an explanation? Yes, exactly, yeah. That explanation can wait. The bright red blood staining her body from when she carried Mion was better than any words are conveying the urgent... Yes, agreed. Yeah. What? Yeah, definitely. Oh my god. How the hell are they going to get out of this? Like, how the genuine fuck... Right, shut the door, lock it, right now. Also, we can soon explain it much faster than any explanation Nena might produce. Yes, because moments later we heard a tremendous bang outside our front door. Did she have a gunshot wound? Oh. Yes. Jesus Christ, how many people are trying to eliminate them here? Is this the SDF, or is it maybe just, those few people in the village? I wonder. I think it's probably the SDF. I don't know. It just sounds a little more likely. We realised the situation without a moment to spare. She was shot. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Somebody has shot her outside her house. I know. It's unbelievable. I forgot how fucking good this track is. Jesus, what is she doing? Oh my god, you know stuff is totally serious, and the fact that, you know, it's really, really dangerous if she's carrying her hatchet. Oh my god, Nena spun around at the sound of that shot, all while raising the huge hatchet she had carried in one hand. Even... That is really... Jesus Christ. She is so strong. Yeah, but it's really, really good. Yeah, and then I swung around at the sound of that shot. All while raising the huge hatchet she had carried... God, wow. What are they doing? Katie! Wait, you have got to be kidding me. Nena's actually... I grabbed my bat and chased after Nena. My feet still bare. I didn't even hear my father calling for me behind. Yeah. Nena. What is she actually doing? Is she killing all of those people? Jesus. Nena leapt on somebody standing at our front gate, ruthlessly splitting his head open with her hatchet. I mean, understandable. You've literally killed me off. Potentially. Yeah, oh my god, the fact that she would just do this without any remorse. But yeah, the moment was unbelievable and all too short. Nena easily brandished her huge hatchet and another man threw it at him with tremendous... God damn. She really knows how to kill people. God, yeah, you can see the demonic look in her eyes. A silver glint of moonlight flashed off the blade as it soared into the man. Yeah. The man let out a short cry as a small, dark spray spewed from his head. My understanding of typical social morals made my brain want to shout, "What are you doing, Nena?" Oh, but the only thing is they have literally shot. This is fight or die, really. Kill or be killed. But I also wanted to know who... Yes, exactly. That is a very good point. But I also wanted to know who was such a threat that they warranted this reaction. I wonder if it's going to be an SDF member. Jesus, she's doing it to more people. Yeah, interesting. Whatever's happened, it is a total show of anger here. She is totally taking everything that she could out on this person just because of, you know, what she's done to Mion. I mean, my God, they've literally killed Mion. Do I need to say anything more? Once Nena reached the man stumbling around with her hatchet in his face. She roughly yanked it. Yeah, roughly. Yeah, then slammed the long hatchet into his head over and over. No room for empathy or, you know. Yeah, interesting that. The man begged repeatedly for her to stop, but Nena didn't listen to him at all. God damn. Once he confirmed he wasn't moving anymore, she spoke. Yeah, fair enough, actually. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, my God, that definitely has happened. Killing somebody means that you're ready to be killed in return, so don't take it lightly. Yeah, and I think it's really quite good that Nena has completely eliminated the threat here of this person. It was almost like those words were meant for... Yes, definitely, yeah. From Nena's perspective, I probably looked like I was still too accustomed to peace to one. Oh, yeah, fair enough. But I think, you know, seeing the murder, seeing, you know, somebody's head getting split open and then, you know, repeatedly yanking the hatchet in and out while he's still alive. I mean, my God, that really shows it. Yeah. But that was when Nena turned and shouted. That man's still alive. Wait, which one? Huh? Oh. Oh no! The man Nena first defeated, the man that fired a gun at our front door, was clutching his forehead and trying to stand. Wait, what? Hang on a second. Oh, right. Oh, God. Yeah, he literally yanked his, you know, he literally had the hatchet yanked into his forehead. But at the same time, he could potentially still do damage. Like, with really, really bad luck, he could actually kill them. Yeah, he was already injured so badly, we could probably let him go. But that thought was probably just me clinging to peace. Yeah, I agree, yeah. He is too much of a threat. Yeah, he probably needs to die, to be honest. Then I didn't have that thought at all. The man was holding his head in with one hand, but his other was still holding his hunting rifle. Exactly, yeah. The threat this man posed wasn't dealt with. Yes, if he still pulled the trigger on his gun. Oh, yes, nice one, Nena. The thick lump of metal swung into him once more. Oh, yeah. Jesus, this time the man's head cracked open. I mean, my God, that is what you get for trying to shoot an innocent family and an innocent set of civilians. Then I turned back and glared at me. By the way, I think this is actually Hinamizawa civilian, even because of the fact that because of the fact that they haven't used military tactics to actually escape. The fact that Nena has instantly been able to kill these people. Nena turned back and glared at me. Yeah, I was closest to that man, not Nena. And Nena had shouted so I could take him down. Oh God, yeah, I stood there spacing out, so Nena attacked him. Yeah, that is actually really quite interesting. Nena is probably more used to the severe sort of, I suppose, graphic nature and, you know, really, really disturbing stuff. And the fact that, you know, bad things are actually happening as well. Katie is he's just less in the room as Nena is at the moment. Yeah, my God. I think it's just so awful that, you know, suspicion has welled around in the village so much that, you know, this one person, I'm sure that they've turned into killers just because of, you know, Hinamizawa syndrome and also total paranoia and, yeah, just beliefs that they probably wouldn't even normally have. But, yep, they choose to kill these people and they get killed in return. Yeah. Oh God, I really hope that Nena isn't actually going to, you know, get mad at Katie and, you know, conflict may happen. Mion, by the way, we need to remember her. He'd had a gun. If he had been quicker, then yes, definitely. Then I couldn't have done anything for her position. That's why she entrusted him to me. Yeah, but I just stood there blankly, still unable to grasp the situation. Oh, that is actually really quite bad, yeah. Her stern expression made me realise that, so I immediately apologised. Yeah, good one, yeah. Sorry. Oh, good one. I'm really happy that, you know, it's fully emergency related conditions. This doesn't matter. It's fine, just hurry. God, then I yanked her hatch out of the man's head and picked up his gun with her other hand. Oh yeah, good one. It's really quite good that, you know, she has a gun now. Potential weapon of defense. Yes, easily. Yeah. And maybe you have to shoot if it's a really, really desperate situation, but yeah. Hopefully, let's just hope it doesn't come to that. Even if you don't shoot, a gun can still be used to frighten opponents. Right, yeah. Oh my god, I feel bad for him. He's just... Yeah, that's right. Just hurry up and get ready to run. Huh? Didn't Mion? Yes, exactly. It's actually really quite odd that, but I feel that the conflicts are getting so deadly that they need to run. Or maybe, it's a theory, the SDF are actually purging everyone like they did in, for example, the, you know, Alphabet Project, Mountain Dogs, and, you know, what Takano does. Maybe, I don't know though. Huh? Didn't Mion say she'd come tomorrow in the letter she wrote? Yeah, it is actually really quite odd. Yeah, there goes my false sense of security. Yeah, fair. Right, I really want... Yes. Oh yeah. But tell me, what on earth happened? Yeah, exactly. I asked and then asked, we ran back to my front door. Right! You got a letter from her too, right, Kate-kun? Mi-chan brought the same letter over to my house. Yeah, so how did they actually get, like, multiple people coming in and, you know, trying to shoot them? It's weird. It really is weird. What? Jesus! Now this guy really looks like somebody that could potentially have, I don't know, he just kind of looks like a military man in disguise. I don't know why, I just kind of get that impression. Oh, but they're the neighborhood watch though. They're not, they're actual members of the village. No, wait. No, they probably are military, actually. That was when the neighborhood watch discovered her and shot her. Nizam hadn't done anything to them. All she did was deliver a load to... That's unbelievable. That is so unbelievably horrible. Jesus! That is insane. Oh god, yeah. They said the Ryugus were infected and anyone interacting with them was an ally of the infected. But they decided that on their own. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and they shot her for it. Mi-chan hadn't done anything to them, but they didn't care when they shot her. That is seriously unbelievable. So they think... let me just sort of break down how ridiculous this is. They think that the Ryugus are infected because they're outsiders to a village. Boom. Instantly ridiculous. Then they think that everybody interacting with these people, you know, is objectively going to get infected. More ridiculous reasoning. And then they're literally going to kill people for baseless accusations. I mean, my god, that really just shows, you know, the total paranoia of the village. But the only thing is, I think with paranoia like this, they are not safe whatsoever. God, poor Mion, though. I can't believe it. All she did was, you know, deliver a bloody letter. God. Yeah, then I was also full of anger and sad. Oh, God, no, I know. As tears spilled down her cheek. Yeah, I really don't blame her. There wasn't anything I could say to her while she was possessed by those powerful women. Yeah, there was nothing you can say. There really isn't. It's just too awful to bear, really. It's just so brutal, though. It's just so awful how these people's village has literally, you know, become a hell, basically. When we returned to my front door, Mion had been given a towel for the blood, and my mother was with her. Oh, yeah, good one, yeah. Helping her put pressure on the wound. Good. My mother was... Oh, God, I know. Oh, I'm so happy she helped, though. Yeah, my mother was all shook up. The only medicines we kept in the house were Band-Aids. Headache medicine and cold medicine at best. Shit, we didn't have anything to help treat a gunshot wound. Well, I mean, if they did, that would be a little bit abnormal. Why would they have something to help treat a gunshot wound in a common house? And then I came back into our house with more blood splattered on her. Oh, yeah, definitely. And staining her hatchet. Given the commotion that just happened. Yeah. My father understood everything. Once he saw the hunting rifle in Nenna's house. Oh, yeah, definitely. He understands that she has won. She has killed both of these people. Once Nenna understood that he did too. Yeah, she spoke.
今すぐここから逃げなければ死にます。私のお父さんはもう殺されました。さっきみーちゃんを助けようとして、あいつらはためらわなかった。
Oh my god. God, that is so awful. God, this really is horrible. I can't believe that I feel so bad. Yeah, now we really see why she has so little remorse. I mean, normally she would care for human lives, but they fucking killed her dad, of course. Oh my god. Yeah, if we don't flee this place right now, we'll die. My own father was already murdered. Just now, he tried to save Mita. So they didn't even hesitate. They showed him as easily as if they were driving off crows. I can't believe it. No, I know. That is ridiculous. Like, oh my god, treat this person like he's a fucking human being, maybe. That would be nice. That's absurd. That really is absurd. Jesus. Oh my god, that's so bloody... Like, the amount of... Oh god, just how awful this is just so severe. Mion's mouth opened feebly after hearing Nenna's screams. Oh god, of course she feels like this. Yeah, that is really... Oh my god, that's so much guilt though. I'm sorry, Nenna, if I hadn't screwed up, I'm really sorry. Yeah, fair, yeah. Yeah, it's not your fault, Mi-chan. And I don't hate anyone anymore. Those who deserved my hatred have all paid the proper price. So did the man who shot you, Mi-chan. Yeah. Oh god, I feel so bad for Nenna though, seriously. It's just getting into proper chaos. It's interesting that the disease isn't even the worst part, it's just how the villagers are actually responding. Just moments ago, Nenna watched her father... Oh my god, I know! Watched her father get murdered and Mion got shot. And then she dragged herself out of that hell. Yeah, exactly. It's really quite surprising that was actually possible. I mean, my god, she has been unbelievably strong. She really, really has. But the only thing is, it never will stop. She needs to be even stronger if she wants to escape. Oh god. The expression on her face was one I had never glimpsed in undiluted terror. And it made me realise just how hellish it had all been. Oh my god, I know. I mean, my god, I don't even want to imagine how painful an expression like that would convey. Oh my god, yeah, right. This probably is one of the times that he needs to ask what the hell has happened to Satoko. Anyway, you need... No, wait, actually, that would explain it. Because, you know, there are so many people at the village. They are firing bullets. They are completely willing to kill her. So, yeah, obviously. And especially because of the fact that people close to Satoko's neighborhood are, you know, they're common believers. They're quite heavy believers as well. So, yeah, no remorse. That's probably why, just the fear for their lives. I don't know, though. Anyway, you need to get ready to run right now. The others are already closing in. Why? What are the villagers coming here for? Yeah, exactly. Yes, I couldn't agree more. What are they trying to do? There was no need to... Yeah, fair. There was no need to ask for an answer from Mion's bloody mouth. That was why my father swallowed his confusion, and after clearing his throat, simply asked one thing. Yeah, I mean, my god, it's such a simple question, but it's so relevant to where? Yeah.
そこまで逃げ延びればなんとかなるかもって。
Yeah, there's a hidden tunnel in Mutan's secret basement that none of the villagers know about. So as long as we can make it there, we should be able to pull through. Yes, hopefully. Shit, is she trying to say something? Then I explained what was written in the letter on Mion's behalf. Yeah, Mion still... Oh god, that's awful. Yeah, she can't even talk. I mean, my god, she is properly wounded. Mion still tried to explain, but ended up coughing instead. No, but the only thing is, how the fuck are they going to get to Mion's basement? The villagers are all coming to the house, really. Well, nearly all of the villagers. Well, some of the villagers. So you went for all to nearly all to some of the villagers. Oh yes, that totally makes sense. Lots of logic there. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. They really, really don't. Yeah, Dad, Mum, we don't have a moment to waste. Let's run. Let's go. No, but the only thing is they need to pack their things. Or have they already done that? My mother registered the passing danger. Yeah, good one. And it took only several seconds to abandon his morals as an average member of normal society before... No. Yeah, it is actually really quite interesting. But the thing is, this situation is so awful that you need to abandon what you normally have. But my mother couldn't make a quick decision. True. But at the same time, what's more important, your home or your life? Come on. But if we run, what will happen to our home? We don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, that is a good point, though, to be fair. Jesus Christ. God, you really bloody well hope not. If the villagers come here, they may very well burn our house down. But if my mother understood that, then her hesitation didn't make any sense. If they were willing to burn down our home. Yes, exactly, yeah. Then what good would holding up inside? I agree, yeah. Who knows what they would do to... Yes, exactly. I mean, my God. Yeah, it's just really scary to think. My mother wasn't an idiot. No. Well, maybe that's exactly why she was so confused. At this moment, my father, who had been on edge since the first day of the quarantine... Yeah, that is actually really quite surprising. It's a total contradiction. There's got to be a reason for it. But the only thing is, I think the father is just so terrified, and he's so in... He's always been doing, you know, he's always been on edge in fear for his life. So, of course, he's going to act reasonable in fear for his life, really. Yeah, it's really, really weird. Yeah. Still, my mother managed to regain some Oh, good one, yeah. So she went back in and grabbed only her handbag with our bank book. Good. God, running with a handbag, though, is that really the best? Oh, God, I really hope that Katie doesn't lose her parents. Yeah, good one. Yeah, my father took the hunting rifle from Nina. He boasted that he knew how to handle one after using a similar type of air gun. Oh, yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah, but it was up to the listener to determine how reassuring that sounded. I mean, it's concerning that he's been using air guns before, but at the same time, it's good that he may know how to use one. Right, yeah. More weaponry behind. Oh my God. Mion told us to leave her behind since she'd only slow us down. But then I slapped her hard after us. Yeah, good. I mean, it's literal human. Oh, Mion. I thought Katie's mother. No, exactly. Yeah, but the only thing is, she is going to have to, you know, she is really, really going to have to push herself as much as possible, because without her cooperation, nobody can do this operation. No way. No, without you, we won't know where the secret basement is. Don't abandon your responsibility. Yeah, so lightly. Now take us there. That's actually really quite funny. Yeah, my God. Yeah. With you around, I can't die an easy death at all. It looked like Mion had recovered enough. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Energy to talk back at least. But we couldn't leave her wound. Oh, that's really, really true. Oh my God, could you imagine? Because the thing is, they have no water, no, I don't know, like antiseptic things. Could potentially get infected. That would be really, really bad. Oh no. Oh God. Shit, that is bad. If we don't get a proper doctor to look at her, then all that blood loss will lead to a disaster.
ねえみーちゃん
God.
問答してる時間はないから素直に教えて
Hey, me time. We don't have the time to debate this, so give me an answer. Then I glared at Mion with a dry expression and asked her just one thing.
どうしてさとこちゃんを抜きにして脱出しようなんて
Really, really good question. Why were you suggesting we should escape without Satoko-chan?
そうだそれは俺も思っ
Yeah,
た
no, I know. It's really, really
サ
odd.
トコは
Yeah.
どうしたんだよミオ状況的には
Is she
俺や
dead?
レナよりもずっとまずいんだろうサトコだけ置いてなん
Oh,
かいけないぞ
no. Yeah, I wondered that myself. What's going on with Satoko? Mion? She's in a worse position than me and Nena, right? We can't just leave Satoko behind.
さとこは
Satoko's. Yeah. Mion trailed off, but then I wasn't allowing her to get away with just that.
死んだなら死んだってちゃんと言ってじゃなきゃ私は
Oh,
さとこちゃんは
God.
生きているって信じる
If she's dead, then just tell us. If you don't, then we're going to be able to believe she's still alive. Without thinking, I narrow my eyes tight. Oh no, I know. That image of the worst possible outcome crossed my mind more. Oh my god, because the thing is, you know, Katie's been hearing about lynchings. I mean, my god. Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. There was no way Mion would ever forget about Satoko. Yet her name was absent from the letter she wrote us. Because she wanted to avoid the pain about the thing that's has happened to her. I think it's pretty obvious that she's dead. That left only one possible reason. Even I was able to imagine why. Oh my god, I know, but I couldn't put it into words.
さとこはさっきボートに連れ去られたらしい。話では鬼ヶ淵に引き連れてったって。伝承の生贄の儀に沿って3日かけて沈めて殺す気らしい。
What the genuine fuck? Satoko's been taken away by those rioters from before. They said they were dragging her to Onigafchi. Apparently they're going to spend 3 days submerging her. According to the rituals passed out. This is absurd.
まだ生きてるんだな
Oh, interesting that they've entirely got the same reaction. No, but the only thing is that is actually very true. You've got to be kidding me. Are they thinking of trying to save her? But that's totally absurd. There were loads of rioters that are right where she is. I don't know if this is a good idea whatsoever. Nena and I both latched on Mion at one. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. However, neither of us had any thought of blaming for... Yeah, because it's fair enough, yeah. It's all for their lives, really. Of blaming Mion for nearly abandoning Satoko. Mion used the information she was able to gather as a Sonozaki to make a logical decision. Yes, agreed, after bitter deliberation. Yeah, she decided that she wouldn't be able to save her.
どうしようもない。どうしようもないんだよ。
Oh, God. I couldn't do anything about it.
教会役員たちが温度をとって神
The
社部と
council
青年
approved
防
it!
犯部
What
が
the
さらに村の有志も加えて100人以上に膨れ上がってるらしい。防犯部には猟友会も合流してて、少なくとも20丁以上のショットガン、ライフルで武装してる。
The council's officials took the lead after they added the shrine group, the youth group, the neighborhood watch, and the other volunteers from the village, and their numbers swelled past 100 people. Oh my god. The watch is closed with the hunting club. Oh no. Yeah, so they're armed with at least 20 shotguns and rifles.
みんなお社様の名を連呼しながら狂気に取りつかれてる。
Oh my god, I know. I agree. Yeah.
連中は容赦
Yes,
ない。
exactly. I couldn't
サト
agree
コ
more.
をかばおうとした村人に躊躇なく発砲してる。
God, this is so horrible. Everyone keeps spouting Oyashiro-sama, like they've all been possessed. There's no mercy left in them. Yes, definitely, yeah. If I tried to protect Satoko, the villagers would have shot me to death without hesitate.
兄ちゃん
God.
私のお父さんのように
Yes. Like what they did to you and to my father. Yeah, Mion nodded bitterly as tears spilled from her eyes. She wept at her own lack of power to stop them, and for the oh my god, I know, for the lost lives of the villagers who still try to uphold justice. There are people that are still trying, but yeah, it's never going to be able to help. Oh, it's just so horrible.
かんないよ。
Oh God.
みん
I
なつい3日前まで
know.
は普通だった。冷静だった。
That
こ
is
の
weird.
72時間でみるみるおかしくなっていた。みんな目が血走ったようになって冷静さを失っていた。
Oh God, I think it's this ETA 173 virus. It is just getting worse and worse, and now the symptoms are totally manifesting. I think the virus has incubated. I don't understand why. Everyone was normal just to read it. Also because of the SDF going. That was the trigger for everything to get totally chaotic. They were reasonable then, but now they've gone mad in just the past 72 hours. Oh God, their eyes are bloodshot and they've lost all reason. This really is getting worse and worse. Agreed. Yeah.
今や怖いのは殺人ウイルスなんかじゃない。村のみんななんだ。
Yeah, they didn't go crazy just because the SDF left. Yes, they were crazy before then. The killer virus isn't what's scary now. It's everyone in the village. Yeah.
私
Ooh.
思うんだよ。
Yes.
このウイルスってさ、
Yes. I
人
wouldn't
を
be
死に至
surprised.
らしめるんじゃなくて、人を狂気に駆り立てるウイルスなんじ
Yeah,
ゃ
to
ない
be
かな
honest,
っ
I think
て。
she is really on the money here. I have a few thoughts. This virus, it isn't one that drives people to death, but one that drives people to madness.
そして村人を次々鬼に変えていって、
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a really quite interesting thought.
もう一度なぞり直すんだよ。
Making the villagers become demons one after another. Just try retracing the legend of Oyasuno-sama once more.
この事態を何とかできるのはお社様しかいない。
Yeah, I know. It is actually really quite interesting that's the case. Yeah, Oyasuno-sama is the only one who can resolve this situation, and her reincarnation, Rika-chan, is nowhere to be found.
それに、
It
そも
is
そもお
very
社
odd
様は
though.
神様なんだよ。人間じゃないんだよ。私たち人間には何もできないんだよ。何も。
God, I mean, you can just totally see absolute loss of hope here. Yeah, God, I know, it's so tricky though. Besides, Oyasuno-sama was a god anyway, right? They weren't human, were they? There's nothing we humans can do, nothing. It is actually really quite interesting that Mion thinks this disease is so hopeless and so hard to mitigate, impossible to mitigate, that everyone's going to go mad, and this is going to be the result. Yeah. Oh, it's so awful, I mean. It is actually really quite interesting just how much this links back to the beginning. I'm starting to think that ETA 173 is just Hinamizawa syndrome, but, you know, it's obviously not called Hinamizawa syndrome just so the information on the research wouldn't be leaked. I'm thinking this is some sort of deadly version of Hinamizawa syndrome that will actually drive everyone to madness. I don't know, though. I crouched down, and even knowing it would aggravate her wound, I held her hand tight and let her hear my heart. Oh yeah, that's nice. Just letting her truly receive. Oh my God, I know. Yeah. Oh, that's such a nice thing to say. Thank you. Thank you. While Nena and I were taking it easy without realizing what was going on, you were working hard behind the scenes to try and stop the rumors. I'm sure that's why the village wasn't swallowed with madness until today. Yeah. Oh yes, agreed. Yeah. Her influence as well, and her total insistence on making it so that nobody is going to pass bullshit around. If it wasn't for your hard work, the inevitable tragedy we face today would have Oh, so thank you, Mion. It's a really nice thing to say. Oh, God, she's finding it so hard to bear. Oh, poor her. Because she so doesn't deserve... Nobody deserves this! And the fact that they have been trying so ridiculously hard, but it's all ended in bloodshed anyway. Or potential bloodshed. Yeah, Mion was in the deepest ranks of the Sonozaki scene, even though she's just a kid like us. She fought all this time. Yeah, I know. It really is unbelievable, and it's so impressive. It really, really is. So, I wonder... No, I think what I'm going to do is I'll... So, now we're sort of going to get into the village escape part of the story, I'm assuming. So, yeah, I'll probably pick this up tomorrow. Yeah, my god. Yep. I'm really happy. My intuition was correct. This is a good story. Oh my god. I'm so excited to play it tomorrow. I mean, this was actually really, really fun though. It was better than I thought it would be, actually. And, yeah, it's just really quite interesting to see what's actually going to happen and how this virus is going to progress and all the theories about the virus and what the fuck the SDF are going to do as well. And, you know, the riot control the SDF were talking about. I wonder what that's going to be. And I also really, really wonder how and, you know, also what's going to happen with, you know, Nena, Keiichi, Mion when they actually escape. I wonder how it's going to go, if it's going to go well. Oh my god. I have got so much to look forward to tomorrow. Right. Yeah, I'm going to go now. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. And yes. Oh, I'm excited for this stuff tomorrow. So yeah, see you then. Okay. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, I know I said that I was going to be, you know, picking this up again tomorrow. But then I realise I have so little of the story left. So, yeah, screw that. So, yeah, we're actually going to be finishing this right now. I really didn't expect that. But, yeah, let's finish this. Oh, my God. Right, so, Mion was in... Let's see how this escape actually plays out. Right, Mion was in the deepest ranks of the Sonos... Oh, I've already read this on video. It is amazing that she's actually been able to go out of her way this much. And she has been able to use her power, her influence, her... You know, all of her negotiable qualities, I suppose. Yeah, just to fully fight against the villagers' safety. I mean, it's so good of her. It really is. It's just so sad that it didn't actually... Yeah, the overwhelming madness. That's a really good way of describing it. With her efforts acknowledged, she cried into Keiichi's... Oh, yeah. The tears she was shedding now were slightly different than the ones she shed before. Oh.
Lena. ミオンを責めたい気持ちもあるだろうが
Nena, I know you might want to blame Mion, but...
責める気なんかないよ。それどころか、朗報だと思ってる。
Yeah, that's really, really good. Yeah, I don't plan on blaming her at all. That's actually good to hear. Yeah. Then I said casually, she's a strange one. No, it is actually really quite surprising though. Though it feels like, the bigger the gamble or the more dangerous the situation, the more composed you get. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And it is actually really quite interesting, for example, in Tsumi Horoboshi, even though the situation with her, you know, totally threatening to gas the school is really, really dangerous. I mean, I suppose she is causing it, so that's... wait, hang on a second. Let's not use that as an example. Let's use the example where the mountain dogs, as well as the police, are trying to, you know, search for her... No, wait, you can't use that example. I was thinking that you could maybe think she's composed, but, you know, she's actually insane, but she's just believing that she's composed, but is insane in reality. But no, you can't really use that. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, though. Miyakasi, Watanagasi, they're really good examples. Just like a blue... Oh, yeah, interesting that. At first glance, it looks like it's burning quietly, but it burns far hotter than a red one does. Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting. So I suppose Nena on the front, she's really quite subtle. Yeah, that's why I answered in turn. And yet she has total composure. Oh yeah. What? Yeah, that's true. This is good news, without a doubt.
朗報だね。だって、さとこちゃんは生きてる。
Are these people just, like, totally ignoring the fact that she's going to be killed in such an awful manner? Yeah, it's great news. I mean, Satoko-chan's alive. Are they actually going to potentially save her? No, but she's going to die though. Or are they going to try and save her? On top of that, we know they'll keep her alive for another 72 hours. That's fantastic to hear. Yes, I agree, but what is this going... Yeah, the batter I've been gripping began to grow hot in my grasp. Almost as if the bat had been immersed in a blazing fire. The heat stinging the palms of my hands. God, that's really cool. Yeah, I know. Satoshi. There's nothing to fear when even you get serious. Oh, that's actually really quite interesting, that. One hit from this. Oh, yeah. Yes, definitely. I think it's actually really, really nice that he is getting total encouragement from, you know, the very... Well, the acts that shouldn't gain encouragement that Satoshi has done. One hit from this will smash their heads in. Agreed. Yeah. I really wonder if they are actually, because they would never be so hopeful if, you know, this is the case. Keiji, don't tell me. You're planning on rescuing Satoko-chan. You have got to be kidding me. They're actually going to try. Dad, take Mama Mion and escape through the secret exit. Nena and I will handle the rest. That is totally ridiculous. I mean, my God, he's literally having to sacrifice himself in front of his parents. I mean, my God. Yeah, I feel like this confidence is really going to lead to his downfall. I don't know. That's just the intuition I'm getting. Oh, God. I'm sorry, Mom. Please take care of Mitan. Oh, I so hope they can actually. Oh, yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. Oh, she's... God, that's so respectable. But at the same time, that is not something that is good in a situation like this. Also, don't take your eyes off her. Yeah, Mitan doesn't play fair and likes to steal the spotlight. So she might try sneaking off after us, even though she's badly wounded and in a lot of pain. Oh God, no. No, that's actually fair enough. Yeah, treating her like I'm dead weight. Yeah, I mean, she kind of is, to be fair. I mean, in her current state, she is basically the alive equivalent of dead weight. Judging from Mion's current state, she didn't really have the energy to do that. Yeah, but she'd never be so heartless as to silently watch us head off. Yeah. Mion absolutely would try to follow us and provide backup. Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting. So her parents really, really need to try as hard as possible to stop her temptation, even if both of her legs were falling off. No, I agree, yeah, but we can't allow Mion to die. We're not going to lose a single one of our friends. Yeah, we won't let that happen. And Mion is our leader. Yeah, fair enough, actually. Without her, there'd be no one to wrangle us wild horses together. Besides, she's also the only one who knows how to escape from this village. Fair enough, yeah. No, the only thing is I'm just really quite surprised that Katie and Nena are, you know, they're literally going to fight and, you know, try to save Satoko from the mad, you know, people of the council and the villagers in general that are going to, you know, try to basically duck Satoko under the sea on the Agafti swamp even. Yeah, it's so surprising. They have no intention to live, they just have intent to save their friends, really. It's so sweet, but at the same time it is a little bit scary what this is going to lead to.
Kate!
Oh God, I feel so bad. Oh my God, yeah, don't give me such a sad look, Mum. At times like these, you gotta send us off with a smile. Yeah, fair enough, give us as much encouragement as possible, yeah. Dad, I'll meet with you later at the Sonozaki house. No, I know. I think that is totally irrational. But the only thing is, are they really going to listen? Katie, you two should come with us. You can't face them alone. Agreed. Yeah. Oh, so I appreciate that sentiment, but it's already too late, see? What the fuck? What? Oh my God! Then I flung open the door and we heard the hustling movements of a huge crowd chanting Oyashiro-sama over and over like some creepy sutra. That is so weird. Wait, you've got to be kidding me. Have they wasted so much time dawdling that this crowd have actually began moving? And maybe they have Satoko, like, I don't know, somewhere in between them, maybe in the middle of the crowd, just being forced to be carried. Yeah. Oh no, I know. There is a massive crowd though. This is a total danger. If we were all in top condition and ran at full speed, then we would have the option of running away from here, like my father suggested. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. But since my father wasn't used to thinking like we do in our club activities, he was a move behind. Yeah, so as long as Mion was heavily wounded, we needed somebody to buy time for them to take Mion and escape. And the normal person like my father, who still hasn't steeled his resolve after we were driven into a corner, wasn't going to be useful in the fight. The only ones who could fight were the club members, thoroughly trained by Mion. Yeah, who were able to release their limiters and grasp the severity of the situation instantly. You have got to be kidding me. So they're actually going to try. They are actually going to try and save Satoko. Can you imagine if this works though? Oh my god, that would be brilliant. I'm not very confident it will, but let's hope. God, that is just so fucking weird though. I couldn't imagine just, you know, opening your door and then hearing this massive crowd of people, even though there's a, you know, infectious disease going around. You know, they've just totally forgotten about the disease because of how paranoid they are, but yeah, chanting Oyasuro-sama, Oyasuro-sama. That's so weird. Yeah. Yeah, that is actually really quite interesting. So maybe Katie and Nena are going to divert the attention from all of the, you know, mad Onigafji, Oyasuro-sama supporters, and Oyasuro-sama supporter, I love that. You sound like you're saying a Trump supporter, but just in Oyasuro-sama context. Yeah. They're going to try and buy him time, though. Yeah, interesting. Let's go, Kate. Good. So, yeah, I suppose they are a little bit too confident, but at the same time, I like their confidence. At least it's giving them motivation. Right, let's go take care of this real quick. I love that they just make it sound like something so light-hearted. The bright farewell Nena and Katie left for his parents was almost the same as when they... God, I know. It's just really quite interesting that they, you know, they are so prepared and composed that they don't even see danger in this situation, even though their lives could be at risk. But they never think they're going to die. That's the thing. They have total confidence in themselves. But they didn't have their back. Oh my god, I know! Yeah, but they didn't have their bags. Instead, they carried a hatchet and a metal bat. They weren't wearing their uniforms either. Yeah, no. What they wore was enough of a uniform. Yeah, fair enough. Oh my, yeah, seriously, yeah. Their blood-soaked clothes were more of a fitting uniform for that mad and crimson night. Right, I really wonder what's going to happen. So now they're probably going to, you know, rush to Satoko's house. They're going to make her escape before everybody comes over. Then they're probably going to realise the truth. I'm assuming she's died from level 5 Hinamizawa syndrome symptoms. We exited out of the front and closed the door behind us, silently willing the others to run in that time. Yes. Oh my god. So I really wonder, they're going to have time bought for them, and they're going to need to run at the utmost speeds. I wonder if they're going to be able to do it. Oh no! Beyond the door, there were the lights of several flashlights, swaying like the breaths of ravenous beasts. Every one of them was chanting Oyasuro-sama's name as they grew closer. There were... Jesus Christ! Probably the same number of people as our class!
Phew. 20人ちょいか。連中、勝てると思ってるかね。
I feel like he's really overconfident, and I really feel like they are failing to see the urgency of this situation. They may have guns, man. They may have guns! Just over 20, huh? You think they can win? Fair, actually. They are very strong, but at the same time, you can't forget about that objective fact. I'm betting they do. Well, amateurs would believe that when there's 20 of them, when there's 20 of them together. Yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. Yeah, but the only thing is the village is so fucking demented that they don't even know what the word peace means. What a foolish bunch they are. If they tried to settle things peacefully, they might have held out a little longer. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, if they tried to settle things peacefully, then nothing would have been happening. Nobody would have died, and my god. No. No problems apart from this disease. Maybe the quarantine could have actually been lifted. At this rate, the whole village is going to go. Definitely. Everyone's going to get suspicious. They're going to turn on each other. And it's just going to be an overall massacre, really. Yeah. But they've made a grave mistake. Yeah, they did. Oh, yeah, fair enough. They attacked Mion. They kidnapped Satoko. Oh, I like that. Yeah, they went after our club. Oh my god, I love that. Yeah, and that's the other fact. Yeah, you never touch this friend group. Oh, right, here we go. Oh my god, it's time for the fucking fight. And then I practically slid forward as we ran and hit behind the gateposts on the sides. Our quick movements were like a panther's after its prey. They certainly weren't the movements of a... Oh, no, definitely not. Of a cornered rat. In this situation, it was totally ruthless. No, with the composure they showed, it was hard to tell who was being hunted. That is brilliant. They are providing so much resistance. Oh, that is a properly cool CG. Oh my god. Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting that. I wonder why, even though we're facing so many people, I'm not afraid at all. Yeah, that much is strange. I wonder why too. If there was a world of dreams and daydreams, then in some other world, we must have already fought against much, much more powerful, frightening, and vast numbers. I suppose mountain dogs you could think of. Yeah, we'd still overwhelm. Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, you really think this is going to work this time? I'm really scared there's just going to be that one possibility that this is overconfidence. I don't know though. So it didn't feel like we were going to lose to people like this. Oh. Hey Kate-kun, when Mi-chan was talking to us earlier, when he said you thought that was good news too, I thought it was good news for a different reason. God, that's crazy. It's interesting, so they're going in blocks. They're hiding, and then they're running, and then they're hiding, and eventually they are going to strike. Yeah, I really wonder what it actually is. Oh, maybe yes. I don't know though. I just love in this state. He just sounds like one of the most calculated and bloody cool people. What other reason? It sounds so fun. It sounds fun. So tell me. Oh, wait, have I already figured it out? When Aodena was wearing the same expression as me and smiling with confidence. Nice. Oh. It's not so much that you figured out. It's out. It just doesn't matter to you at all, really. Really? Then tell me, what was this good news for you? Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Why are you so confident at that? I would have been I mean, who would not be totally overwhelmed and defeated by a number like that? It's just really quite surprising that she's refusing to be daunted. Oh, well, our enemies at the Town Council Shrine Group, the Youth Group, the Neighbourhood Watch, totaling it is over 100, right? And on top of that, there's the Hunting Club with about 20 rifles. No, good grief. Like, it's totally on our side. I know, like, how the fuck... You've got to be kidding me. How do you think you are going to do this? This is totally This is either they're either gonna win and they're gonna be the coolest fucking people ever, or they're gonna die and it's just gonna be really sad. Oh, there's not enough of them to go around. Yeah. Yeah, they can't go around them, so they have to purge their way through.
ひなみ沢2000人を丸々ぶっ潰すつもりだったから、あんまりの少なさに調子抜けしまってたところだぜ。
That's insane. I was convinced that the whole village was our enemy. I was ready to cross all 2,000 people in Hinamizawa. So I was always disappointed to hear there was so. Yeah, I mean, my god, I would have thought. It's just really quite insane how Katie never ever sees boundary. I mean, my god, this is crazy. I mean, yeah, I suppose just totally getting prepared and convinced for the time that, you know, you were going to fight potentially the entire village. It's not the case. You're just going to have to fight a few, well, 100. Yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. Yeah, 100 people in 72 hours, and there's only 20 here. Or are you underestimating them? They're underestimating us. They're absolutely underestimating us. Taking down 100 foes in 72 hours when Nena and I are both serious. I think we'll have time to spare. Nah, there won't be enough. Yeah, you think they'll give us trouble? Idiot, that's not what I chuckled. Together we laughed. The 20 that had picked a fight with me on were drawing closer! And yet they're still laughing. Then I finally got in the rage to attack. Now let's have some fun. Let's have lots and lots of fun over these next 72 hours. Oh my god, I really, really hope she's actually going to be able to. I really hope they're going to be able to fulfill their promise. Right, they've got to get past 20 armed people with hunter guns, hunter rifles even. I'm not even going to ask how they're going to do that, but okay. The 3-day-long Crimson Tragedy. Yeah, it was about to begin. Oh my god. Holy shit. You have got to be kidding me. There is no way. I love these neighborhood watch people look like total junkies. But like, still! I am astounded. Oh. Nika! Satoko in some sort of basement. Oh my god! She's been saved! Oh, poor her. I'm genuinely surprised that she doesn't have the syndrome. They've actually got to the Sonozaki house. How the fuck? I am seriously surprised. It's unnecessarily... What the genuine fuck? Oh my god! Yeah, that really, really looks burnt. What the hell happened to Hinamizawa? I mean, my god, did they... They literally burnt the entire place for what reason? I wonder. Was that the SDF, or was that the people being totally delirious? Wait, I really wonder if the Mayabara household was the burn, or maybe it was just... I think it was all the people of Hinamizawa. They were just getting so crazy that they took their anger out on burning houses. That is unbelievable. I am actually astounded. I always thought that, you know, all of this was just going to be, they were going to die there. Here, I was convinced they were going to die. I was convinced that, you know, the boundaries were so high that they weren't able to overcome it. And I really, really doubted them. I so did. I'm just so surprised that they've actually won this. That is so impressive. It really, really is. God damn. Good for them. Oh, and the fact that they've got Satoko back as well, it's so nice. It's interesting that Nika is in the Mountain Dog's car. Not the car, sorry, van. Yeah, I wonder what the fuck is going to happen to her. Seriously. I really, really do. I'm surprised that Satoko hasn't actually died with the syndrome yet. It really, really surprises me. The clan members were stationed on a hill overlooking Okinomiya. Rika? They'd rescued Bika! Oh my god, I thought when, Rika was actually being shown in the picture, I thought that was just showing her location. She'd been saved! Oh my god, that's brilliant! How that's actually been able to happen, that is genuinely beyond me. But at the same time, it was only the hunter group, so yeah, it was only 20 people that were out of the village, and yeah, Katie, Nena defeated them like there were nothing, so nobody else there to kill them. Oh my god. I am genuinely so surprised that Mion has actually lived, though. Seriously. They were all in worn out clothes. Oh, yeah, covered in dirt stains and dust, or otherwise soiled with blood. Oh, God, they must stink. What, Katie and then Mion particularly. God, that's so nice, though. Oh, my God. Yeah, those 3 bright red days were violently long and passed by without a moment to spare on. So, yeah. All of them were there without anyone missing. I'm so surprised. Like, how is that even possible? How? I'm just so surprised, though. The ferocious battle certainly did take place. Yeah. But of the clan members, only the result. Their victory was... Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, my God, it is just... Yeah. The deadly combat that led to this point was no longer worth remembering. Interesting, so you only remember the victory. You don't really remember what actually made you get the victory. The fact that you got the victory was only important to you. All that mattered was that everyone... Yes, I know, and that everyone is safe. Even though Hinamizawa is going to be an awful mess... A horrible, horrible place. At least they have each other. What about Katie's parents, by the way? That's my concern. What was even more important than that was the sight of Okinomiya in the distance. Yeah, because my God, Hinamizawa is totally burnt. It hadn't ended. Yes, definitely, yeah. Oh, thank God. That is really, really good. But at the same time, Hinamizawa being so much of a, totally destroyed place. I mean, look at all of this flame. Yeah, it kind of gives me the impression that Okinomiya is probably going to, in Somayutsushi Kageboshi, it's probably going to have effects similar to that. God. Oh, wait, oh my God. Sorry, I misread that. That's really bad. Wait, hang on a second. You've got to be kidding me. So everyone's mad in Okinomiya as well. So, the club can't go back to Hinamizawa because they're going to be killed. But they can't go to Okinomiya too because maybe word of mouth will have it that they may know there too. No, definitely. I had a faint suspicion about this. This still isn't over yet, is it? No. How is it going to end though? Yeah, no, I know. That is a really good question. Yeah, has this virus... Yeah, has this virus conversion only spread to Okinomiya? Yeah, or do you think it spread even further? Can't tell by looking here. I know. I mean, could you imagine if this disease actually becomes so, it spreads so much that the world could potentially be in ruin? I mean, my God, that would be unbelievable. Yeah. Yes, definitely, yeah. I don't know, but we're all here. It's not like everyone in Hinamizawa went crazy either. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. It is actually really good, that. That's true. There are still those who may retain their sanity even now. Yes, I'm sure there are some in Okinomiya as well. And hopefully, you would have thought that, the people that are maintaining their sanity in Okinomiya are also going to be the ones who would be willing to help them. Yeah, we might need to scout it out first.
言うと思ったぜ。
I figured you said it. Oh, fair enough.
世界が本当に滅びたのかどうか
Yes,
私たちは見届けなきゃならない。
that's really true. Yeah, we have to see for ourselves whether the world's really been destroyed or not.
村は食料も生活必需品もなくなりかけてる。
Jesus, I know.
でも巻いたけど村にとど
Yeah,
まる理由もない。
that's fair enough. The village is about to run out of food and daily necessities. We threw off our pursuers, but there's no need to stay in the village. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, yeah, it's just going to get madder and madder. There is no point in staying in a place that is totally going to be filled with anguish.
シオンさんが心配ですわ。
Jesus, yeah, fair enough. I'm worried about Sion-san.
となりゃ決まりだな。行こうぜ。町へ。沖宮へ。
Oh, I love how cool he sounds there. In that case, it's settled. Let's go into town to Okinomiya. Yeah, it's interesting that Rika hasn't been saying a word.
リカ？
Rika?
僕はここに残りますのです。
I'll stay here. Oh my god. Now that is interesting. She is probably going to stay. Yeah, I'd assume that Rika's probably going to stay there, so she can, I don't know, just do what she was always intending to do. Walk around the village, give the villagers reassurance, and, you know, really, really make the potential for this virus to spread decrease. Oh, that is so nice of her.
僕はひなみ沢に残るのです。
Yes, 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 definitely.
時
Definitely.
彼らに
God, it's so nice of her to do that.
教えるために
But the only thing is, if she doesn't do this, then everything is subject to ruin, because it will be just like before. Yeah, I'll stay behind in Hinamizawa, because once this commotion is settled, I'll need to tell them that this is where they belong. Yeah, no, I know, it's insane! I couldn't understand all of what Dika was saying. But I could understand that she said she'd remain in the village by herself. Yeah.
そんな危険ですってよリカ。まだ連中が私たちを
Shit, that is
探し
actually
回
very
ってる
true.
に決まってますわ。
How the hell is she actually going to be alone, though? Oh, I really wonder.
大丈
She's
夫なのです。
happy.
かくれんぼは得意なのですよ。ミパ
Yeah, I mean, she does sound very happy, but at the same time, I think this is totally irrational. I mean, you may be good at hide and seek, but at the same time, they are going to find you. They are a counterintelligence unit, the Mountain Dogs. Nika smiled like she usually did, showing us that we are... Yeah, no chance of breaking over. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Because Satoko was her best friend. She understood that there was no convincing Nika once she gave us that... Oh, that's actually really quite funny, yeah. God, that's so kind of her. It's so dangerous, though. I mean, you know, the Mountain Dogs are going to constantly be looking for her. There is a constant battle, but she is still risking her life. It's so kind of her. It really, really is. God damn. Yeah.
リカちゃん。
リカちゃん。
僕のことは気にしないでいいのです。
God.
それより
Oh, that's interesting. That's like the, that's for the
こ
prologue
の
of the
騒ぎ
chapter.
は終わりの始まりなのか、それとももう終わるのか、それを見届けてほしいのです。
Yeah, you don't need to worry about me. I'd rather you go check on the world. Is this the beginning of the end to this commotion? Yeah, no, I know. Or is it already over? Yeah, so it may begin its end, or, you know, Rika's peace and telling all the villagers, reassuring them of Hinamizawa, uniting the community once she's back. Oh, it's so good. It really is. It's just such a relief. This has the potential to, you know, subside. Yeah. Oh gosh, she's going. After telling us that, Rika waved her hand goodbye. We all prayed for Rika's safety, then slowly set off. Yeah, behind us, Rika spoke with a beautiful smile and a clear voice.
ファイト。なのです。
Yeah, fight. Oh, you guys. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen now. Oh. So, it looks like we've got the opening again. Wait, I'm genuinely confused. So, Right. I feel like we've been transported to the beginning of the game, or I don't know. It's actually really quite interesting, this opening. It gives a really different and really quite odd vibe. Oh, I like it though. Right, I love shots like these. They did a brilliant job with their colour grading here. I mean, my god, it just looks so nice. Oh, we're probably going to learn about that character next time, by the way. Oh, I love scenes like these. Love them. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Yeah, I love that brain. Oh, it's so well made. Oh, that is really interesting. People all falling victim to the brain. Oh, yeah, the military helicopter like we just saw in Outbreak. Yeah, man. What? Oh, we got the Higurashi crying, and we've also got, you know, Hinamizawa. Ooh, what's this? Higurashi no Nakoro ni Ho. Ah, that's really quite sweet. I love that opening. Not my favourite. I think out of all openings, I think my favourite. Ooh, yeah. So that's actually the end of thingy. What's it called? Outbreak. Wow. I'm just genuinely surprised it was that short, really. Right, let's see Kamikaze Mashi. Right, let's see. What? You have got to be kidding. Okay, I am so fucking excited. Oh, wow! I thought this was just going to be some sort of weird god story. I didn't think this was going to be a continuation of Outbreak. Okay. This story has got my interest already. I've only read 5 words. The tragedy spreads to Okinomiya, with no ending. What? Who is behind all of this, and for what? Yes, and for what purpose? Can it be stopped? The tale of Higurashi Outbreaks concludes here. The difficulty is inhuman. Please watch over the clan members' final battle. Okay, yep. I think you can definitely tell from that this is going to be really, really fun. It's going to be really, really interesting as well. So, now that we've finished Higurashi Bus Stop, that was yesterday. We have finished it, I suppose, but I meant to say Outbreak. But, yeah, now that we've finished Outbreak, I want to just sort of tell you my thoughts on it. Oh, it was a really epic story. It was a really action-packed story as well. My God, just all of the, you know, disease-related things and... oh my god, just the precautions and the gradual, you know, deterioration of the village. I do find it really interesting, by the way, that, you know, they needed to actually keep the village contained. I'm going to turn this down. It was interesting that they needed to keep Dika contained. It just doesn't really make much sense, like, why they would actually do that. I hope we're going to find the answer in Kamikaze Mashi. But, yeah, I really do wonder what the Kamikaze Mashi is actually going to be about. I hope it's going to be fun. I really do. Yeah... I liked Outbreak. To be honest, I thought that end was really, really rushed, and I thought they really, really needed to put so much more into that. To be honest, I think if this chapter was double the length, it was, and the end was just lengthened out so much more, then yeah, I would have really liked it. To be honest, I'm just kind of disappointed in that ending. But, you know, everything else, I think the beginning of the story, everything that led up to it, all the letter stuff, the mysteries about what's actually happening to Dika and Satoko, and, oh, my earphones are dying. That's quite convenient that I'm ending now. But, yeah, all of that stuff is really, really good. It is. Yeah, what else can I comment on, I suppose? Oh, yeah, it's really quite interesting about the town council as well. And interesting about the infected stuff and about the paranoia as well. And, you know, how, for example, you know, Mion and Keiichi, they've, you know, Mion, for having affiliated with Nena and Keiichi, she's been seen as a bloody outsider. Fuck her. We need to treat her like she's not even a human being. That's basically Hinamizawa for you. Yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting, Kamikaze Mashi. I've heard some people say that, you know, this is a kind of more humorous story, but I've heard, I don't know. I hope it's gonna be fun. I hope it's gonna be like a really good story and also a really quite interesting one. By the way, look at this character when my mouse is pointing. We've never seen this one before. Also, is that a new character? I think so. Yes, that is a new character. I don't recognise the clothing. yeah, so 2 new characters, judging from that. Oh, I'm excited. So, yeah, I'm going to end it here. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And, yeah, goodbye.